Let's hope we got everything down this time around.
I remembered to turn off. I remember to put the YouTube channel on mute so I can see the chat box.
Do you have like a list like I do at this point? I have a 7-step list to turn this thing on. Oh, hello. I hope you all can hear me. It's gonna be a long night. I don't know if you know this.
Everybody out there,
I don't know if you can know this. It's gonna be. I did. I hit it. I hit the button. Oh, there we go. I
Yeah, no,
love
we're
you
good.
too.
We're good.
Little Turkey Slapper. That is an interesting name. I do love turkey, which I was a
turkey
little.
is amazing.
Well, tell me what part of the turkey do you like? Is it white or dark meat? Are you white or dark?
I'm team dark meat,
Dark.
and yeah,
Yeah, I'm dark too. I love dark, which is amazing because everybody else does not like dark, which means I can scoop it up. It's on mine.
hmm and
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
at my
What?
family's or my mother's
You're not a
Christmas
fan.
Thanksgiving holiday, I just took the leg off and threw it in a bag to take home.
Wow. This is some horrible stuff I'm hearing. I was gonna bring up turkey, but there's no point in doing that. Ah, thank you, soy saucer.
Hey,
Thank you. You
thanks,
didn't
soy
have to
sauce.
do
That's
that, but I
awesome.
appreciate it. Appreciate it. So that's awesome. Thank you. You're my first person to give me monies. So no, I really thank you for that. Any money that I'm gonna be making from any of the YouTube stuff is like going to a microphone and a really sweet camera. I want to be cool and have a sweet camera to do this stuff. So I thought that would be nice. So thank you. I appreciate you. Happy holidays, everybody. Who doesn't like dark meat? My entire family. My entire family does not like turkey at all. So hopefully you all had a happy Thanksgiving that celebrated it. Did you all have a good one? I didn't even get to ask you, Audrey. You said you were working. How'd that one
I ended
go?
up celebrating it Thanksgiving Day. I pretty much just worked all day until like 8:30, 8:15, 8:30. So I did Thanksgiving with the family on Sunday.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's always nice. You have a good one?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it was my one day off for the week. They made me work on my normal day off
Ah,
since we
dang.
had Thanksgiving off, so I was pretty tired, but it was pretty good. Pretty good. Good food.
Nice, nice. So, yeah, everybody, hopefully you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and thank you for being here. I just knocked my headset off my head. But welcome everyone, Hyrulean, Tofu, Soy Saucer again, thank you, Blue Moon TV. So it's going to be an interesting night with the double announcement, I guess you would say. We have our Bushiroad Global with Bushy Matt, which I think we think it's going to be Shadowverse Evolve is coming to English. Do you have anybody else have any other guesses on that? What this special announcement could be? I was thinking they were gonna.
Oh yeah, dude, I had my notes.
What
Where did I
you
put those?
said?
Wait, you guys did notes last time? This last time I was the only one with notes.
I didn't have note. Wait, did I have
I didn't
notes?
do, I didn't have notes. I had notes last time, but not this time.
Oh, wait. So you're telling me I didn't have a list of things to talk about, and you don't have your notes this time around, Audrey?
I was slacking.
It's Genshin Rebirth for you finally. I don't think so, right? Genshin.
Genshin was canceled for Rebirth.
They're
Oh
making
yeah,
the.
yeah, here it is. I got it.
Okay.
Genshin was on my list. So these are my notes for the special announcement. It's either going to be Genshin, Shield Hero, or solo leveling. And Genshin's going to get a Chinese release as well. That's the special announcement.
Do they? As you say that, is there anything for China normally?
They got Cardcaptor Sakura in Chinese.
I just don't know. I know I would imagine a big market. I don't know enough about China, like in card games and all that stuff. Not to sound like totally stupid or ignorant about it.
Well, a lot of China has its own TCGs that they make. They have like a Marvel TCG that I've come across. I think
Is
they
it
have a One Piece
legit?
and a Naruto. Yeah,
Those
fully
are all
licensed.
legit? Oh wow. Okay, just because of
Now
like the
they
whole
do. they do a lot of bootleg cards. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there is actually a Marvel TCG for the Chinese market in Chinese.
Does it look like the
Um,
Weiss Schwarz cards? I want to know.
it has its own borders and stuff like that in card play, but it's not Weiss. Obviously, it's a Chinese company that makes
No.
it.
Is it more like along the lines of Weiss or something I can get, like one of those ones that you can get at Walmart or Target, like those kind of
Um,
Marvel and DC kind of stuff?
I see it ripped on drip. Usually they import it through their Chinese bootleg importer.
Okay. The way you say that, that's like, I need a bootlegger. I don't got one of them. I'm not cool.
Yeah, it's really funny. They get like a mix of this stuff is legit, this stuff is bootleg. Here's your goddess TCG, but oh, here's your legitimate Marvel TCG.
Yeah, that's interesting. I
Wow,
didn't know.
Julian, I see you have some big dreams with
Redo of
redo of Healer and World's End Harem.
Whew.
Yeah, those are pretty very likely. I'd say 99% chance.
Yeah, you have some good choices there. It's along the sneaker bunko lines where we probably will never see that, right? I never watched Redo of Healer. I heard a lot about it. I've seen, like pictures, when people would throw them up on the internet. I don't know what really happens in the majority of that show. Is it like normal and then goes into all that stuff, like maybe like half the episode or?
No, it's messed up from episode 1.
Okay. Well, I mean, is there any
Yeah.
salvageable parts? Like, can I take 10 minutes of episode 1 and actually watch that with I'm not going to say with a kid, but like, let's say with my niece.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is there any
that's
salvageable
something
parts of this?
No, that's something you watch when no one's around. You double check to make sure no one's in the house, then you watch
Like
it.
close the blinds and all that? That's what you're telling me?
Yes, and put headphones on.
Okay, so got it. So that set, you're really wishing for a lot to happen there.
That's actually there was one card in Sneaker Bunko from that show.
Yeah.
Like before it aired. That's one of my best-selling cards ever, like volume-wise. So many people want that card.
Did you sell it to that one dude that bought like 50 of them?
No, he wanted a good deal because he was buying like 50 of them. But I've sold like 20 or 30 of them. Just
Wait, wasn't
raw.
that an uncommon? I
Yeah.
feel like it was an uncommon.
Yeah, I think I opened like a whole case worth, and I got a
Jeez.
ton of them.
Yes. I do remember that. That was I thought that was very impressive. I know those were just uncommons, but just the fact that a person wanted to do that, or with any card, I know there's other people that do that with certain cards. It's pretty cool to see. If you could buy out an entire market of one card.
Oh, he's saying it's a common? Yeah, I mean it could
It's
be
a
a common. I forget. There's just a ton. I got a ton of them. I think I got like 60
A
in my
common?
case.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess if you got 60, that's a common. I feel like with
Yeah.
that card, they really messed with the rarities on that one. If that was a common, that thing could have been easily slotted into like an SR.
Oh yeah, for
Or-
sure. I
or,
mean,
yeah.
that set came out before the show came out, so I don't think a lot of people even knew who that was.
But even then, just the art on it, like how everybody's buying these certain art cards. You would think by now, let's just get this part right. Like, why Schwarz would know which card should be slotted into the fancy foily versions, or like just the higher ones.
I think
But
you're
they're-
giving them too much credit.
Yuno was a little upset at the Escanor. I don't have a picture of that. I think the only way you can get it is through watching the video. But you were not happy about the choice of card there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. I just thought
It
it
could have
was
been better.
kind of plain. Yeah, like seemed pretty low effort and like they didn't capture the essence of his character, as some would say.
Who here thinks that they could pick better cards than Weiss Schwarz? Like when you see the cards, like go into the actual anime and pick out different scenes better than they can.
I think on the generic, I think on the the regular, the commons, the uncommons, where it's just anime screenshots, I think they do okay. I think where they get really lazy and crappy is when they do series of cards with a certain background.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
That's kind of when I think they get a little lazy.
You mean like Tokyo Revengers when they're all like against the brick wall? or some
Yeah.
Yes.
monocolor,
Yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah, that
Or
was
like in the Love Live Nijigasaki SSPs and the RRs that go with them. It's like they're the character color and like rocks. It looks like a pile of like a wall of rock.
yeah, not very nice. Shouldn't have bring it up over here. So I will say, are we gonna do the Festivus thing? I'm gonna do it if you all aren't. We're gonna do the
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you lost me.
Festivus? No, you don't remember? It was a thing from Seinfeld. It's towards Christmas where you can make complaints about certain things. Oh, you guys already forgot about this. So I wanted to do a live where we air out our grievances about this game, but we also talk about the
Okay.
positives and have fun with it.
All right, now I know where you're going.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So back in the day with Seinfeld, I told my niece that and she had no clue what Seinfeld was. That hurt my feelings.
You're getting old.
Yeah, I guess I am old. I am really old, but I want to do that as a live coming up just right before the holidays. So I think that would be fun. Where were we? We had your list. That was everything from Shield Hero. Shield Hero is never coming.
No, I think Shield Hero is guaranteed. That's why
What?
it's such a special announcement.
I know you're always trolling me. Never coming.
Are we just sticking with are we just covering the English special announcement right now, or are we going into the JP one now?
I think just English because we got some
Okay,
time
just
before the
English. Okay.
Japanese one. Because again, remember we're going for everybody that doesn't know this, we are going to be doing the English special announcement that happens at 19 minutes from now. And then the JP stuff happens at 1 a.m. Eastern time. So we are in for quite a long bit of time. So I was gonna just save the Japanese for after the English one.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean we can talk about it
Ooh,
now.
a Seinfeld set? That's definitely the special announcement.
Sorry. I don't know. Remember Kramer? Didn't he say like at a comedy show he had a little bit of a racist thing there? That was his controversy.
Well, I mean,
They might have to cut him out. If it was Magic the Gathering, right, he would be cut from it. But this isn't Magic the Gathering. What do you think of Magic the Gathering, anyways? That 1000, it's been everywhere. I see it on Weiss Schwarz everywhere. If you search Weiss Schwarz, you're gonna see Magic the Gathering 1000 card special. What do you think?
I've been very entertained.
You've had a lot of fun with it.
I've had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, geez.
It's been. I feel like I'm watching an awful reality TV show or like the Jerry Springer show, and you're just sitting there with the popcorn, you're eating the popcorn going, thank goodness that isn't me. I'm better than that. I feel good about myself because I'm better than this situation. Or to cater it to Weiss, I feel better because my card game is not Magic right now.
Yeah, they're really getting beat up. they're
I mean, when we're going after Yu-Gi-Oh, or when they are going after Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers because they took the money and went ahead and promoted it. Oh, good grief!
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. $1,000. They're really going for it. I respect the initiative. As in, you know what? They went for it. I wouldn't have done it myself, but I guess you have to try. Every now and then you got to give a stab at it. That was probably not the best thing that you could have done at all.
I think the big thing that nailed it home for me real early on, a YouTuber in the Magic sphere. I think it's like Jake and Marty Talk Magic or something along those lines. If somebody knows who that is, feel free to put it in the chat. I don't want to. I apologize that I'm butchering the YouTuber and not giving them proper credit. But they did a stream, or they did a video where they showed some of the people who got the pre-release packs of those, and what they did is they had their Patreon say what they would spend $250 on. So we would find out, is it better to buy the pack of Magic or what the Patreon said they would buy for $250?
Jeez.
And yeah, every pack that the guy showed was brutal.
I did not watch any of that. So I just stayed away from all of it. Not stayed away on purpose. It was just like I didn't have time, and then at some point I was over it without even seeing it.
Well, the original beta was, I mean, at its time when it came out, it was a great Magic set,
Mhm.
but it has aged horrifically.
Yeah.
So the only cards you want out of it are the jewelry and the flower, the duels, and the other two pieces of the Power 9. I
Right.
think I think Copy Artifact might be in there. I don't remember. That would be worth some money. And so they were opening it, and there are so many dead rares in that set. Okay, in 1993, a Shivan Dragon was the scariest thing on God's green earth to play against, or a Sarah Angel. Well, you open them up in a 30th anniversary pack you just spent $250 on, and that's horrible.
So you mean something like Psychono? Like Psychono in 2022?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to do that.
At least some of the Psychono ones have value once set 2 comes out.
Oh yeah.
But so
you know,
I think beta's like a 300 card set with like 100 rares or something stupid. 75 to 100 rares. And then on top of it, they double printed the dual lands on each sheet, killing the dual land value because they're 2 times more of the rares.
they're really cool
And
though.
so it was literally just, you couldn't win opening these packs. I've probably watched 50 of them get opened by now, and I haven't seen any jewelry or a flower.
Dang. Well, it's gonna be a long time before anybody sees any of it because there isn't that many sold.
Nope.
And I know they were saying it's like 400 or 500 average to get it, so maybe only 4 or 5. Yeah, I think it would be interesting if they ever secret layer, like something like My Dress Up Darling, which I know people are looking for. Bocchi the Rock. I love that show. But I don't know. This is gonna be a pretty cool Oska release. I really think Oska depends on this My Dress Up Darling doing well. If it doesn't, it's gonna be pretty bad.
The game itself wasn't bad. Actually, like I mentioned in the Discord, I learned how to play it the last weekend. It's a really cute little game. I would say it's probably more fundamentally sound as a card game than Rebirth is.
Wow.
So if you're looking for something goofy and easy to play in like 10 minutes a game, I would go Asuka way over Rebirth.
It is cool looking cards. I will give it that. And apparently really cheap to do. So we got Bocchi the Rock, Seinfeld. My Dress Up Darling, we probably won't get. I wonder if Weiss Schwarz will release the next sets based off the survey. I think that comes down to licensing. Right? Because what was on that survey? For English side, remember they had like Star Wars and Marvel on it?
Yeah. Well, they probably are seeing if they can get enough responses to make it worth to go get those titles, because they're going to have to pay dearly.
They know they could sell it. I mean,
they know they right,
can.
But Weiss Schwarz itself, the people that are taking that survey have been in that community and are probably more anime fans.
I would say
so, and to get the US license is probably going to cost a heck of a lot more than that JP license did.
Yeah, I think it's more like you can't really rely off the survey. This is one of those times where I would say if you go off the survey, specifically off the survey, your data is going to be completely wrong because you're not actually pointing it into certain communities that would be the mass targets for it. That's going to be completely wrong. You need to go outside of where it is because this would be Marvel, potentially foils. You could have art like this, art or posters, whatever you want to call it. But it is not the direction. That survey, if that's what they were going to just base this off of, the amount of responses, that would be wrong. You're not going to get the complete data that you want.
Now, Bushiroad, though Bushiroad historically crutches on those surveys to a fault.
Yeah, well then they made a horrible mistake then if they're just using that survey. because it's going to the
It's
wrong crowd, right? Like we know, even just on the Marvel release for JP side, who ended up buying it that people didn't really expect. Like even just going back to Batman Ninja, right? There was a big crowd of people that came in and bought a bunch of those boxes, SPs, things that people thought were junk. And that's the people you need to aim that survey at. And I don't think the way they distribute this survey now is going to hit those different channels. Like this is,
no, probably not.
yeah, so if they're really going to try to rely off a survey, they made a terrible mistake.
Which is actually kind of funny because when they first started doing those surveys in 2012, when the English game came over, they did the opposite. They talked to all those people instead of talking to actual Weiss players or people involved in Weiss. So everybody was talking about getting Dragon Ball Z, not because they had no idea what was in a normal Weiss that Weiss had access to at the time. So they kind of flip flopped it.
Yeah, now they have to go back because you're in the collector area, collector investor area. I'm trying to find the SPs. Azure Lane or Azure Lane. That is not an SP, but that is still a nice looking card. Where are they?
Full disclaimer,
Huh.
I'm a Kantai fan. I'm a Kantai fan for life. I'm a fanatical Kantai fan, so don't take anything I say about Azure Lane personally.
Is that like a is there like a boat envy kind of thing? Is there you can't like both?
I
Or you just don't like this anime?
don't like Azure Lane because of how it was handled and what it is, to be honest.
Okay. Again, I haven't
I guess kind of Kantai did I love history and things like that, and I love how Kantai handled that, and I don't feel like Azure Lane filled that gap, and they filled it up with other things that I'm not so crazy about. But I think the set's gonna sell hell of a ton,
Oh my
and I
god, it's
think
gonna sell a lot.
I think it's an auto lock for English.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Where is the button for parallels? I know there was a parallel. I don't know. I don't know. I saw them. They look nice. I think it's going to sell lots of money. These aren't even SP cards. Well, this is key. Look at that key card. Anyways, these aren't even SPs that we're talking about, but you can see right away that it's got all the makings for a really expensive set. When
Yeah.
it comes to the foil cards, right? I mean, expensive means if it gets opened a lot, these things are going to be not as worth as much, but there's going to be key cards that are picked off.
I expect it to be reprinted several times in Japanese. So the Japanese copies will probably tank really hard after the first couple weeks.
Yeah, I can't wait to actually see the going first, going second. Not the segue there, but because myself and Audri have been watching the first and going first, going second cards for a while, or at least I've been talking for a bit. I know you were interested in some of those, but it's always
If I
neat to
buy
see.
in, I'm going to hunt those down.
Yeah, because I can only imagine. I haven't seen the preview of this, but this could be really nice looking. They have many options for going first, going second.
It'll be one of the last things they show in the previews.
Yeah,
So they'll
and
do like the box topper PRs, and then they'll do that.
and my key. I think key are I don't remember if key was already shown or not, but I definitely have to get it since my key is coming out this week. I'm pumped. Pumped to see it. You have the link for the SP. Yeah, so it's gonna do really well. That's why I'm along the lines of we're going to see it come out for English. That's just my guess. I know Audrey said it. I mean, you have too many really nice cards, really nice art. There's 4 trial decks, but even then, we've already breached that multiple trial deck issue. Right? You have 4 trial decks. You can always do a quintessential quintuplets on it, or you just release off 4 like they did with Hololive. With how many was Hololive? 5, 6.
Six.
There was 0. No, there was 7. Right? 0, 1. Yeah, 0, 1, 2 gamers. 5. 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5 gamers. 7. There was 7 trial decks for Hololive, and they pumped that out. So 4 Azure lanes with all the different signed cards in there, right? There are 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 SPs. So I think it's pretty good. I think there's enough interest for it, but you never know what's gonna happen in the future, right? Hello, Toonie.
I mean, honestly, I've kind of been speculating on my end that they got this for the Western audience.
Oh yeah, they know too.
I don't know for sure, but I almost feel like Azure Lane's more popular here now than it is in Japan.
Yeah, it's where is? Darn it! Nobody probably wants to see nobody wants to see the corporate website with the thing. Well, because they break it out. They know how much people are buying from each area of the world, and I think this is again just a test. They know that if this is bought enough on outside of Japan, then obviously there's only so many people that are willing to do that. And if it does really well, then more than likely it should do well on the English side too. So that's why, and that's why we're getting SAO signatures. Hey, they'll announce that. Hey, by the way, we're giving you signatures back forever, completely. They're never going to do that.
Nah,
Bad gateway.
Don't get the chat's hopes up with that. That's cruel.
What? You mean this?
Don't get the what's that?
Right here.
No, you said that they're never going to do stamps again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, don't tease that. Don't do that to the chatters. That's mean.
Honestly, I wonder if they knew Saikano Flat was going to do bad, so they didn't even bother bringing signatures over. Maybe they're just like, we got the license for 1, 2, and 3, the sets that they've already had, so let's just do it, and let's not bother with signatures. It's not going to do great anyways.
Saikano Flat the second or the third one?
Second.
Okay,
is the third one.
I know you want to. I know you're saying that it's going to do awful. I really don't write it off. Don't write it off at all.
No, I say it's going to do awful on the SP side. When I say it's going to do bad, it's going to do bad on the collector side. It like the play card's fine. I mean, you could say that about these, right? Like if I click into Saikano right now and just show you rare. Yeah, I mean the rares are doing pretty solid. If you take
remember, there's a big difference between the Saikano 1 stamps and the Saikano 2 stamps. People who are max rating their decks and players are going to want the Saikano 2 stamps. The Saikano 1 stamps are all trash.
I see that, but at the same time, it's like, do you really? I mean, if they want to go ahead and buy stamps, then feel free. But I hear from other people around, anyways, that are they really into buying Saikano 1, Saikano 2, Saikano 3 when you could just buy other sets that are coming out? So that's where I'm like having this hard time of saying that I can feel a lot of people desiring to get all those sets to actually pick up a max rarity of just stamps, because these I can't see it. Like it's just ugly.
I'm not referring to Saikano 1. I'm referring totally.
No,
to
I know
Saikano 2.
I know you're talking about Saikano 2, but like using both.
Especially if collectors aren't buying it, that's going to put a lot of pressure on those prices to go up.
It is, but again, it's like you need people to buy it. Like if collectors aren't going to open this stuff, the price is going to go up. It's like that Magic 1000, right? Magic 1000 is expensive because there was enough people to buy it, but like to buy the product initially, but you need to sell it to somebody too. I don't know.
The Saikano 2 is probably the strongest set from a player perspective that is coming out in English for a long time.
Right.
Unless there's something I'm totally forgetting, Saikano 2 is probably going to be the strongest thing. It's going to become it got banned multiple times in JP because of how good it was. So and it can handle a lot of what's good right now in JP. It's a good answer to some of the things going on in some areas. So it's going to see play, and if it's not getting ripped heavily, which I could totally see because who knows what Saikano is? I never heard of it before the Weiss set myself. That's going to put amazing pressure on the cards to be expensive.
Right. I'm gonna go down my way. I know what you're saying, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I see like these different. There wasn't that many bikini cards. I know what you're saying as well, Rosamoon, but I just see these cards, these super rares, triple rares, and they're just not anything remarkable. But and I think that goes back to me just saying this is an old set. Like
from a collector's perspective, Saikano is total effing trash. I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yep.
I'm just I know you're not super heavy in the player in the player side of it, and this is a pretty big deal on the player side.
Yeah. Okay, we got premiering shortly. Oh god.
Oh, it's the timer.
That thing is really loud.
It really is.
Alright, so I know it's really loud. I turned it down. I'll crank it back up, but you can... Let me know if you can actually hear this.
I'm hearing it fine. How about you guys in chat? Can you hear it okay?
Yeah, let me know. I'm gonna turn it back down, but just want to make sure it's good. Then I'll crank it up when it's actually on. Again, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, if you could send the link, that's all good. I'm cool with that. I think I have to approve you to actually do it, but yeah. Yep, I'll adjust it once it comes up. It just blows my ears away when this is coming up. Alright, good luck. Hope all your dreams come true.
Welcome to a very special edition of the Bushiroad English Conference. You must be wondering why we're having this mid-season announcement. Well, without further ado, I present to you...
Wow.
Oh, it's Shadowverse. Wow.
That's right, Shadowverse Evolve will be joining our English edition lineup for 2023. Our team here at Bushiroad International are very excited to bring this to the international audience. And here with a few words is Shadowverse producer, Yurito Kimura,
what is Shadowverse?
and Bushiroad president and CEO, Takaaki Kidani.
TCG,
Hello everyone, I'm Yurito Kimura, the producer for Shadowverse Evolve. Shadowverse Evolve is getting its own English edition. Keeping in line with the Japanese version, the games will be handling planning and development of the English edition. Meanwhile, Bushiroad will be taking care of manufacturing, sales, and operation. Of course, we are planning official events and other activities for the English edition, so even more players can experience the fun. Our goal is to create the best game experience possible for both the global TCG community and our current digital Shadowverse fans. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Takaaki Kidani.
Everybody's
I'm
different
CEO of
volumes.
Bushiroad. Today, I'm very excited to announce that the English edition of Shadowverse Evolve will be releasing in 2023. The game will be published in collaboration with side games.
I love how they're all trying to speak English.
We hope you will enjoy
I respect
it.
that.
It's good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I respect
to
it.
support the game when it releases in 2023.
I hope it's not just a bunch of people saying the same thing, though.
Thank you, Kimura-san.
I don't think so. I think you're
Good to
good.
know that the
Well,
game
Kidani
rules and
likes,
cards will be based on the
talking.
Japanese edition. So while you won't be able to use mixed decks in official tournaments, you'll be free to use them for casual play and events. We're also planning for events, especially just for the English edition of the game, so do keep an eye out for that. The development team is currently hard at work towards the release, so do check out the official website here for future updates.
Ooh.
The Shadowverse Evolve
the
official social
Butcher's
media channels are
Japanese
also open, so do give them a
of the
follow,
game.
and you'll be the
Okay.
first to know when the pre-orders go live. And that's all I have for you today. Be sure to follow our social media channels, and subscribe to this channel as well, and I'll see you guys in the Winter Conference.
All right, well that's it.
Okay.
No way.
That was
That
it.
fast.
So let's get back out of that. That's why I didn't want to talk about the Japanese stuff yet, because I had a feeling that wasn't gonna be too long. So
That's okay. We can talk about this for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, those people that love Shadowverse Evolve.
The gameplay on it's fairly simple, but I can see why it's really popular. I was taught how to play a couple months ago, and if they do it like they did the Japanese release, you literally get all the decks in like this big monstrous box kit thing to start you out. So I don't know if you're familiar with like a living TCG where they give you all the cards for each set. The first release of it was like that.
No. That'd be, I mean,
And then there was, that was your starter stuff. It was kind of like a quintessential quintuplets kit, but like big. And then you could buy boosters and stuff afterwards.
Yeah, I didn't talk about this, but there is so many TCGs coming out next year. Like now we have Shadowverse Evolve, and I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know which one's gonna pan out, right? We have Shadowverse Evolve. Someone was telling me about Battle Spirits coming out.
Battle Spirits is coming back.
Then you have Lorcana, the Disney one, coming out next year. So it's gonna be
Sorcery TCG.
Yeah.
The one that's they're only gonna do a set though every year, so I don't. When Rudy pitched that, I was kind of like, I could see this getting really boring really fast.
Right. I feel like Shadowverse has a shot since there's a huge following anyways. There's an online version. At least it has a shot. I don't know about these other ones. I need to look in more into that. But Shadowverse, I'm glad I didn't buy Uma Musume.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, that's gonna be so awkward for people because Shadowverse is like the cards in the first set are like this dark, gritty, moody fantasy art, and then you have Uma Musume with cute horse girls and bright colors.
Are they under products? Let me see. Hold on. I wonder how far back it goes. 2022. This is the first one? Dawn of Genesis?
I believe so.
Yeah, when that came on, it sounded all piratey, and then I see a dragon. Not to say it has to be a piratey, but yeah, I could see what you're saying. So if I just zoom in here, color-wise, you have that. It's nice art. Then you have this hopefully a dragon or whatever this is. I'm gonna assume it's Bahamut. And then we got you got Pretty Derby right next to it.
Well, Shadowverse Evolve, the mobile game, does a ton of collaborations.
Yeah. Anything
I think they did Zombieland Saga at one point. I think they did, and don't quote me on this. It's not something I'm real heavy in. It's just things I've kind of heard. I think they did ReZero at one point.
Is that the gate?
They did Uma Musume.
Is that the gateway then? So I've always said Rebirth for you was a way to dump off anime, and I don't mean it in a horrible way because Licorice Recoil went there. But since Weiss Schwarz always had Japanese side, always had a packed schedule, right? We know this. I mean, just look at freaking February for JP. That they can't just keep putting more and more anime or IPs in here because they already have a pretty huge schedule. So you put it in Rebirth, but now that we're getting Shadowverse for English side, is that a way to bring over some more anime but in a different game? Like how you just said ReZero.
Well, okay, remember it was a mobile game first, so a lot of those things were collaborations.
Yeah.
Just like all the music animes get. Now, Cygames owns Uma Musume.
Mm-hmm.
And that collaboration, I believe, was done right when the mobile game was starting out. But Cygames owns all of Uma Musume. It was easy to drop into Shadowverse Evolve. And Uma Musume was, at one point recently, the #1 sales Blu-ray ever in Japanese history. One of the volumes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Jeez.
So, it was there. It was an easy collab for them to do. Now, I could see, in theory, I could see the English side not having the Uma Musume set and just doing the ones with the dragons and stuff.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you wanted to go. I
Right.
don't know how I
No.
feel on that. I mean, I said that about what Disney Pixar. I mean, has Disney Pixar been accepted as, you know, if like if you sit across from a Disney Pixar deck, are you okay with that, Audri? Like in general, or is it still weird to see like Disney across from you?
I've played against Marvel enough. I guess it's kind of, yeah.
It's okay.
I don't have the emotional energy to be mad at it anymore.
Okay. Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking
Bushiroad's
at
gonna probably give me lots of new things to be mad about tonight. So
I'm looking at this Bahamut, and then I'm looking at horses over here. So kind of the same same track there.
Well, full disclosure, I almost bought into Shadowverse Evolve in Japanese because of that, because of Musume.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because now you have more money to spend in the future. So can all evolve, or is it different than the online? It's not the same game. I would have thought that the physical version would play the same as the digital.
It's similar from what I've heard, but not exact spot on. They had to tweak it.
Well, to make it just easier to code?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Digital.
I think Rosamund's on pretty much spot on with it. That's a far better way of trying to put it what I was thinking.
Okay. I'm gonna go with that. I remember Magic the Gathering, like when I played Arena, there was so much life and power increases that I'm like, thank God it was done on an app, because I wouldn't want to do that in real life. Like having all these different mechanics kick in at the same time and just tracking it. So
Now, from the investor, collector, speculator, all that side of things, when this game came out in Japanese, it was extremely short printed. So the cards, it was very kind of similar to what happened with Digimon when they leaked, they did that pre-sale thing, and so the packs went for $10-20 a piece, and singles were hundreds of dollars. Shadowverse Evolve went through that in Japan because they had grossly underestimated the popularity of the game.
Right. But I think I looked at this the other day in that other video, right? I did. Let me just look at that Bahamut. Let me just see these quick. Yeah, they're still floating out there. There they are. They're pretty available.
I mean, if that's your highest rarity, that's not too bad on the prices.
Yeah, that's not bad. And that's what I noticed when I was looking at these. But it could have been, it probably got reprinted a bunch of times, right? Or at least once, because you were saying how it got short printed.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, so maybe
now, I'm referring. Now, I haven't really followed the market on it since set 1, but set 1 definitely was shorted. I don't know about the others.
Let's see that one. Look, they got a bunch of cute girls in box number 1, actually across the board. Hey, so by the way, if you don't have a Weiss set to buy, there is cute girls inside of Shadowverse Evolve. It is not over. It does not end here. It might be a little darker, but there are actually, look at this, just straight up. Is it really just girls in this first set?
Brandon, to answer your question, we have some time, and then they're going to do a Japanese stream that's going to go a lot longer and have a lot more announcements.
Yeah, I really wished it was they would have had it back to, how long was that anyways? I'm looking at the time and it's only
like 2 minutes. It was literally like 2 minutes.
They could have just attached
a record low for the English stream.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, why didn't they just put that with the English winter stream?
Probably because it's not till next month. Maybe there's some kind of
Maybe they're going to try to release the set early February, so that would have been too
or they have to advertise it to let people know it's out there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quick though. I'm right there with you. They could have, I don't know. I feel like you could have just put it right before this Japanese one. Like, just carve out a little time to put it in there. Because, I mean, Global Bushiroad is still part of it. They put it on their, right, their corporate earnings, so you could just slam that right in front of it. But I'll get, they're happy with it. So what do you think, Yuno? Are you in? Looking at all these different cards, are you in? Or no?
I am most definitely 100% chance not in.
I knew that's where you're going with
See,
it.
I actually thought this would be up your alley. Okay. I guess I misestimated that one.
No, I only buy Weiss from like shows I like.
Okay.
And I have no idea what that is.
How do I want to put it? I was thinking this more for your flipping, slabbing, reselling business.
No, I just don't know enough about it. It could be good, but I don't know. I don't like to buy things I don't know about. Just like, you know, when Pokemon blew up or Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, people just started buying random stuff.
Yeah.
And lost a lot of money. I don't want to be that guy, so I try to just stick with stuff I know.
I am not saying anything bad about WeCross, but that's how I felt about WeCross when I first saw it. And I know people have mentioned to me in comments about it, about WeCross. I see this, and it kind of reminds me of Shadowverse Evolve, right? Like, where there's nice card art, there's cute girls, there's foil, all that good stuff, but I don't know enough about it to say, you know what, I want to buy these booster boxes or cards. There's so many other stuff out there that's accepted, like Weiss Schwarz, that I can't buy into this game without knowing people are playing this, right? Because I think that's a huge component, the whole player side and collector side. Without the player side, I don't really value the game as a card game if I don't have that side. The cards look nice though.
It supposedly's got a decent player community.
I just don't know anybody that plays it, like in an actual LGS. And I know,
yeah, I know a few.
LGS wise, I don't really have the best of examples to use, but the ones I do know about, it's, you know, Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, some Cardfight Vanguard. There is people playing Weiss Schwarz, though that's very tiny. I don't know anybody that's actually doing WeCross around this area. So I would love to be one of those people one day that have pictures of their locals every week and have people actually sitting there playing. That would be really nice. But around my area, WeCross is dead. And that's where my perspective's coming from. I don't have anybody that I know that would actually buy or play into these things. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's a tough thing about it too, with a lot of these new games. Like even bigger games, like my LGS. I just went in there today to try to get the new Final Fantasy set that's coming out this week. And they're like, oh yeah, we're not carrying it anymore. Doesn't sell enough.
Or is that?
Yep.
I feel like that should have already come out by now, but it's been so long. I remember you talking about it for a long time ago, and it's still not out yet?
Nope, it got delayed. It comes out on Friday, though.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Oh! One Piece. What do you think about One Piece?
I'm going to be buying a ton of it. It's one of my favorite shows. I've been watching it since I was a kid.
I heard from my sister, she actually stopped by a LGS, and the dude was getting yelled at by people because he didn't have it. He only had a few booster boxes because no one pre-ordered it, and he just bought it just in case people wanted to play it. And people were walking in or calling him and yelling at him because he didn't have any. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to say it was coming from a place of people just wanting to flip it, but you know, all of a sudden when your phone rings off the hook and this thing is $135, it's kind of messed up to. I don't know how I would handle that.
I think LGSs were limited on what they could order.
Yeah, there's waves. There's a wave 1 and a wave 2.
So they're once again, Bandai's doing the Digimon crap and releasing it and causing a big demand. It's going to tick off everybody, and then eventually they'll flood the market.
You'll get a wave, and then you'll get a reprint, like a real reprint outside of that wave, and it's just, I don't know how I would handle that as a store owner. as in, you know, someone walking in and yelling at me for not having something. Because I don't know
Well,
what would you charge for that at an LGS? What's actually fair, knowing that this goes for
They
135?
initially they did a thing where you signed up for a pre-release tournament, and everybody got demo decks and some access to product, and that was how the initial stuff was distributed.
Yep.
I'm seeing like one store I saw on Facebook is like extremely limiting the buyers. You can buy like one starter deck and one booster box till they're out.
Wow, that's I say wow because I remember what happened when Digimon came out there. There was dudes with like cases of it. I distinctly remember this. There was like a dude with cases with it, and people were just giving him tons of hate for trying to sell. He did eventually sell out, but it was not without people just griefing the guy.
Actually, if I remember correctly, Zach Craig has moved. I'm pretty sure he's moved Japanese, and I think he's also moved English on his drip stream. So that if we actually have somebody in chat who's handled the cards to sell.
Nice. People are wailing on it. Yeah, I could see it. There's a lot of love with One Piece.
Yeah, I think the English pull rates though are
I'm going to give a plug for
easier.
Zach. Go to MetaMonster. Go to Drip Shop Live, and go to MetaMonster. Zach's awesome, and yeah, he hooks up with a lot of the secondary tier TCGs like One Piece, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, Weiss.
It's always nice to see those other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Somebody just bought apparently sold 7 boxes for 130 a box.
Good lord. Is it is it like the guaranteed rates as Weiss Schwarz?
I think so. My friend opened a case. I was watching him open it, and he got all the like alt art secret rares. He got all of them in his one case. Unless he was just the luckiest guy ever, I think you get one of each.
12 in a case. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with mine. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I thought it would be cool to open, but at $135, I don't think it's cool to open. Like
you only got one alt SEC in a whole case.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, my buddy got all of them. It's just all the he got all of them.
There was one card I clicked on before. It was Shanks. Looked really cool.
It's on
I
the
like
top.
this one right here. No, I like this one. This is the one I want.
Oh yeah. That one's pretty common. I think he got 8 of them.
Dang. No, because you know me, I don't always go for like the big number one or anything like that, right? Like I see this one up here, but personally,
no, I don't like that one. That Zoro right there is my favorite.
So that's what I mean. I don't know how they pick these things, but I want different cards than the more expensive ones. So.
The Nami actually looks cheap. That price looks really cheap to what I think a Nami in that outfit with that nice card art would look like. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if
that kind of feels inexpensive, to be honest.
I don't know if I like this big character like box here. No, I mean, I know I don't like this big character box. Outside of that, I mean, the card looks great. Get the tongue sticking out. Looks good. But yeah, this thing's been selling like crazy. Look at that. 12.5. All today. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll wait for them to print more, but I do want to get like the whole set of the main crew at least, like all their parallels.
Yeah. No, I can see it. Pretty
just
good.
Just acquiring them, or is this a
no, all 10s.
PSA 10. Okay.
Possibly all black labels, depending on how cheap they go.
Oh, you're going back to your old friend. It's not all going
to
PSA.
Yeah, my best friends over at Beckett.
Jeez. I still haven't not sent anything in for grading yet. Just have not done it. Every time I think about it, I want to do it, then I'm just don't do it. I do want to send a bunch. I have a decent amount at this point.
Yeah, it just takes so long that I like to just send them immediately and then wait the few months.
Rosamund agrees with you, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually agree with that one too, honestly, especially when it comes to Weiss.
I don't agree. Black labels, they have no clue how to grade, so I just I'm not really buying it.
Yeah, I get so nervous about the whole grading thing just because of resubmitting it and it just looks off
Yeah.
because I don't know. I don't like it. And not to attack anybody that actually grades cards, but I find it a hard time to buy ungraded cards from someone that grades. Do you know what I mean by that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because it's like if it was a 10, they would have graded it themselves. So if they're selling it, then what does that tell me? I mean, maybe it's not always the case, but I can never get that thought outside of my head when I look
Yeah,
at
I
some
think
of
it
these
depends
cards.
on the card, but like for me, I'll usually sell like brand new cards. Like if I open a case or something, those cards will all be mint, and I'm just like, I don't feel like grading these because they're brand new. I don't think it's gonna get much of a premium. So I'll sell those, they're super mint, or just like cheaper cards that aren't worth grading.
Right.
But yeah, if we're talking like holy grails that if you get a 10, you're gonna get like 5 times your money, yeah, you're not gonna get a good raw one from someone that grades.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't buy raw from graders. Okay, so I guess I'm not totally out of my mind. They're pumping out black labels. We need one of those fancy videos that tells us about the population. I saw someone on Facebook asking about that the other day. Not the other day. It was like 2 weeks ago. Someone was asking because he remembered you writing a post on Facebook about the different grades. I didn't write on
Oh yeah,
Facebook,
yeah.
obviously, but someone was looking for your data, like a more up-to-date one. Oh,
Yeah. With Beckett, you can't really do that because a lot of their pop reports are wrong. So
what?
I don't know. Yeah, they're
What do you
just
mean?
wrong.
Like it's just wrong.
That there's nothing more. It's just wrong. Like the information they tell you is not correct.
Like as in it's not up to date at that moment or
It's
severely
just
wrong
not up to
for
date forever. It's just wrong. It's just not right.
Wait, but I thought the pop report was the main, one of the main driving sales of a slab.
It is, which is why I hate Beckett. Beckett is so bad. Like I have nothing
Okay,
good to say
this
about it. Like
explains a few comments
everything
you made in our
about
Discord.
Beckett
Okay.
is so bad.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I was like, that's very important, right? To have
Because
right.
a lot of the cards I've graded with Beckett, it says pop 0, even though I own the card.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Okay. That's
so
a
they didn't
giveaway
add
then.
it to the pop. So some cards, like there could be a lot more than it says. So people will say, "Oh, this is pop 1 at Beckett." It's like, dude, I have that same card. It's not pop 1. So
Not that I know
yeah,
everything that goes in the grading, but I feel like that should be an easy to do, right? Like you punch it in the system and it just
exactly.
updates.
It is
Like
very easy. It is very
if
easy,
it
which
doesn't
is why it's
update like after they punch it in, maybe at the end of the day there should be some kind of reconciliation at the end of the day to update that. That's so odd that it
yeah. I
doesn't
mean,
do
there's a
that.
lot of cards you can look up the serial number. It'll tell you the card and like all the grades and stuff, and then in the report where it's telling you what the card got as a grade, it'll say pop 0. Like it makes no sense to me. I don't know how it happens, but
Okay, well,
Well, that was just the best argument for PSA ever.
or
yeah,
is that
it's not even an
Craig?
argument for PSA. They're all bad. Like every one of them is bad, but I think Beckett is the way people act about it, how it's like, oh, it's such a premium like I have Beckett 10s like with a dent. So, I don't know. I don't trust them.
It's a fairly simple. I don't know. It's a fairly simple thought process, but it never seems to go the way it should. As in, like you could tell something's off centered, or like you said, there's a dent on it. Somehow it makes it to a 10.
I mean,
But
it happens with all
hey,
of them. I've
yeah,
seen it in PSA too. It happens.
yeah, no, it
But which
happens.
is why I just don't get why people are like, "Oh yeah, PSA Easy 10 BGS is like the king of true condition." It's like, dude, no. None of them are. It is what it is. Like people can miss something. They're just humans.
You still know my feeling on that. A ten to me will always be it has to be 10. Anything outside of a 10 should just be a 9.5. That's where I'm at, and I will continue to stay there. on
Well,
that.
how about that? Then how about that company? I think it's called AGS that uses computer scans to grade.
They're the worst of all.
Oh, okay.
They're just the worst. They're just the worst of all.
I would have thought with a
Okay.
computer that it would have been okay. Oh, by the way, so it's been a few months. Has it been a few months? It's been a long time. What do you think about the eBay grading? Or authentication? Do you still have the same thoughts on it, or is it changed?
What did I say? I forget, honestly.
You were I don't want to say okay. The idea was all right, except you didn't like that there was like a set limit that you had to do it at, and then there's that potential that they're going to miss some fake ones. Like, because it's sending to a place that might not know everything that they need to know. So I think that was everything. If I missed something, then, let me know. I think that's what you said.
Yeah, it was a rookie mistake thinking it was bad. It's the greatest update they've ever made to eBay.
Is it? That's what I thought.
It's
I
so
liked
good.
it. Remember?
It is so good. Yeah.
I would like to
so
say
good.
I liked it when I heard it.
Yep, honestly, because like now when I sell a really big card, I have zero worry at all because I'm sending it to people that work for eBay. They're saying, "Yep, this is real. We'll send it to the customer for you." It's out of my hands, no matter what happens. If they ship it, it gets damaged. I already sent it. I'm good. If the person claims it's not the item, like the item not as described, they can't do that because it was already authenticated. Like, I don't know. It just makes you feel a lot safer selling like big cards.
Yeah, and I would say as like a seller, like as in if Big B, me, were to sell it and I know my card is real, everything about it is correct, it makes me feel safer in that way because I am actually selling. I'm not here to defraud somebody. It's going. Like, as someone that's 100% knowing that their stuff is legit, I think that's pretty awesome. That that there's this safety net there.
Yeah.
Have there been any issues with them saying something's fake when it's definitely real? Because I've seen that flabbing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. It's probably rare cases, but the people that it happens to will speak the loudest, so you probably hear about it more. But yeah, that always happens. It happened in sneakers too.
Yeah,
when they say that they're fake. Yeah, they say that they're fake even though they're like clearly real. Like you bought them at Nike and you have the receipt and they're like, yeah, these are fakes. So it happens, but I mean that's all part of it.
I think it's more there's a higher percentage of good versus bad, and in a world where people are okay with scamming you, some people anyways, this is just a nice layer of protection.
Yeah, I will say the only downsides I've seen so far. So I did sell one card. I think it was like 1,500, and it was supposed to have authenticity guarantee, but it didn't have me send it to eBay. It had me send it directly to the customer.
Oh.
But I knew who he was, so I wasn't like scared. But if it was a random person, I definitely would have been kind of like sketched out about it. So sometimes it randomly won't have you send it to the authenticator. I don't know why. And then also I have another customer who buys like he's probably bought like 20, 30 cards from me. So he usually buy like 5 at a time. And if one of the cards is over the limit, I can't send them all at once. So I have to send them in like different packages because they have to go to the authenticator. So
has the threshold on that dropped? Because I thought I remember it going down. It's supposed to go down to like 250 or something.
Yeah, it's down there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice. I always wondered about that. I haven't heard too much about it on the good or bad side, so it's nice to hear that it's doing
Booyah.
okay.
I know like if you do multiple cards, they won't do it. But so the thing that was weird is that on the listing it said authenticity guarantee. So I don't know why it didn't go through because I've had listings where it doesn't show that. But yeah, this listing said it, so I don't know why.
Great. Well, that's awesome. I like it. I remember people telling me about it from Sneaker Wise, and it was nice. So I'm glad it's working out for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
The English little announcement thing is over. We're kind of hanging out and talking and visiting with you guys while we're waiting for the JP one to start.
Yep. So the English one, said took 2 minutes. I don't remember the count on it, but we're getting Shadowverse Evolve in the English. If you like that, if you don't, then just wait for the winter conference in January because there's nothing else for English. Yeah, and Japanese one starts in an hour and a half, so we got a bit of time. And I hope, because I was saying this in my video yesterday, it's like I really hope that this part 2 goes in this order, where it's Cardfight Vanguard, and then we have Weiss, so we're not like waiting forever. And then we got Blau, Rebirth for you, and then Shadowverse Evolve. I would have thought this would have been bumped up to the beginning just because of that English announcement. Okay, by the way, it's coming out in English.
Yeah, I collect Final Fantasy TCG, Tyler. I'm not like huge into it, but I have a lot of Opus 1. That's mainly what I have.
Oh my god, you should see all his graded cards. And I do like the fact that he used my winnings from he won my won my giveaway, and then he got a 10, right?
Yeah, that card got a 10. I still have that.
Titus,
That's
right?
like staying in my personal collection. Yeah.
Big B, while you're on the presentation screen, can you scroll down to the Weiss one real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, no way, dude. You pulled it from one of the kids?
Oh,
you got the Yuffie card? Oh my god, that's awesome. I love Yuffie. She has a blast. Sorry, Audri.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
I tried to get some pre-release kits to open today, but my store didn't have them, so I just have to wait for my cases to come in.
The guest here listed Yukinishio is OU from who does Rinku from
D4DJ. Yep.
And I'm gonna look up who the other person is, or if you want to, real quick, so you can see it on screen.
I didn't get the Neuer collection or whatever. I don't know how to say that, but I didn't get it yet. I'm still deciding if I wanted to get 1 or 3, so I don't know yet. But I'm definitely gonna get at least 1. From what I've heard, though, it's the cards are not meant to be like taken out of the binder thing or whatever, which is kind of annoying because I don't like collecting in binders, and I definitely don't want a special binder just for those cards. I want to take them out, so we'll see.
What did she do?
Well, I'm seeing a bunch of My Hero. Let me see here. There's my anime list. Let's see if they got a listing of her roles.
She joined the Pokemon anime during Pokemon the series Sun and Moon. All right, I'll let you do that, Audri. You do that.
Okay. I'm already on it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, she was in Pokemon. She was in Shaman King.
Shaman King. Wasn't that Cardfight?
My Hero.
Cardfight Vanguard.
My Hero Academia.
Okay, that's already a game.
A Macross movie. Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super Weiss set.
Yeah, none of these are making sense as why she would be on here.
This entire list doesn't make sense.
That's what my anime list. Hey, hold on.
Okay, I don't want to get the crowd fired up, but MHA's license might only be a US. No, it has its own TCG in Japan. Never mind.
Yeah, I know that was a Universus.
Yeah, no, there's one in Japanese too. That one actually has like SPs like Weiss. They look really cool.
What else is she in? Oh, that's it. Right?
Yeah. So I wonder if she's there for Shaman King.
Which is
Shaman
weird.
King Weiss set?
Well, they have it. They had the license in Cardfight Vanguard.
Yeah, it came out in Cardfight Vanguard.
Yeah, but haven't they done that before where they do it in Weiss as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. It gets a little boring. That's where I'm at.
I'm sure OU's there to promote the new D4DJ release since they're doing 3 trial decks and a booster box and boosters.
Yeah, sniping. The English announcement is over. We're waiting for the Japanese stream. The English one was like 2 minutes. It was about Shadowverse.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Lancer, they did do a Macross set way back in the early days of Weiss. It was a restricted to Japan only. maybe the other one, but I almost think Shaman King would be the better guess because it exists in a Bushiroad game already as of last year. And I think Bushiroad was involved in the Shaman King anime reboot. Wow. If that happens, that's going to take a few of my friends broke.
Shaman King.
Yeah, I'll definitely be super excited. But I think she has a guest role in Shield Hero.
Does she? Or are you just saying that?
Perhaps.
Okay. I find it, this is, I don't know why this bothers me, but this does say in random order.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of them. I just don't know
Who's
why you
the
would
other
do
one?
that.
What is she from?
She's from...
The other girl is from is Rinku Imoto from D4DJ.
Or Morphonica, whichever you think is better.
She's actually like a huge Rinku's a huge anime crush of mine, and OU's like one of my Seiyu crushes.
If you ever seen Audri Wright on Facebook, Rinku is the girl eating popcorn. Audrey likes
the blonde one.
Yeah,
your profile picture.
I've used her as my profile picture a lot.
Okay.
And yeah, so you've definitely seen her.
Audrey likes.
But if you see me watching drama on Global, I use a GIF of her eating popcorn, watching her phone.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't want to participate in the dumpster fire drama, but I want to watch and be notified when posts come up.
Audrey, always liking the drama.
Except for when it's in my life.
The fun drama is always the cheating ones. I do enjoy seeing that one.
Yeah, I don't play online, so I don't mind.
How?
That one doesn't affect me, so I can just eat my popcorn and watch.
I always wanted to see, not that I want people to cheat, but I want to see a professional magician play card games, like Weiss Schwarz, right? Like on video. That would be a fun watch. I would love to see that.
Hans Niemann play Weiss.
Who's that? Is that a magician?
No. Oh, you haven't kept up with that? The whole Hans Niemann cheating in chess thing? Beat Magnus
that guy.
Yeah,
I didn't know his name, but it's like he had
the
a
whole thing
in
is super
his...
funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how that would even work.
That's not what happened, dude. That was just like a
okay. See, that's what I mean. I didn't.
That was
keep
like a
up with
meme rumor, and
All
then
right.
like
well, how did he
news
really
outlets started picking it up. I mean, there's no proof that he cheated.
Okay. Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
I can't imagine cheating in chess. Because I don't know, I wouldn't want to play someone on the street and lose.
Yeah, but I mean, these are like tournaments for big cash, so makes sense.
Now, were they in person or were they on a computer?
I mean, he was confirmed to cheat online, but in person is what they were accusing him of, and he claims he's never cheated in person, and they had no evidence that he cheated.
Gotcha.
That's some kind of life, though. Cheating in tournaments. I couldn't. Could I? I guess you could. Everybody has a little bit in them. If it's for a lot of money, I do need money to buy sets of cards, so it is worth it. Especially with how much some of these prize cards are going for, right? Like going
I mean, if there was a promo card for like one of my favorite characters, maybe.
Who would do it for you if they had a Jericho SP, one in the world?
A 1/1 Jericho SP?
Yeah, you're going for it. You're cheating.
Yeah, I'd be cheating for that, definitely.
Who is that one that you would cheat for? That's a good one. I would do it for Kurumi. I mean, there's been plenty of cards for Kurumi, but I would do it for Kurumi.
Yeah, they had that Kurumi like champion card or whatever.
Yeah, so I
didn't like that one that much though.
No, it's just sad. It's going back to what we said earlier.
We'll have to wait and see, but supposedly that Kurumi champion card was a prize support for, or one of many cards that was a prize support for side events for the North America Japanese nationals.
Julian, do you mean in cards, like in a card game? I haven't really played since I was a kid, but people cheated all the time when I was a kid. That's just a kid thing, I think.
I don't know what I would do if I saw someone cheat. I mean, if there was no camera on it, I don't know if I'd call it out because I don't want to be the guy that's wrong and called someone cheating.
Unfortunately, it's so hard to catch and call.
Yeah.
I mean, I run card game tournaments, Julian. And I've had players throw other accusations at players. Unfortunately, Weiss is so random and just crap can happen when you're flipping cards off top of your deck. It's really hard to catch if a cheat's going on unless you have like a camera or the person's being online, cheating, and you can stop stop the stream and see what's going on like they've done countless times for these Bushy online rumbles. I guess not countless, but I think they're up to 3 or 4 now. It's just so hard to tell. And at least in Weiss, until you're at the top tables of a WGP or like a Springfest, it isn't worth it. No local tournament's going to have any kind of prize support, to risk a permaban that you would get. Like
Pride, Audri.
As Ty Pruitt just mentioned.
Pride. Pride.
Oh,
I'm doing it for the W.
Pride's pretty bad, big thing, but I still don't think.
No, I know. That's you're risking a lot to cheat on something that's there's not like a huge reward then.
I think in Weiss there's a lot of accidental screw ups.
And I can see that.
Particularly if you're like you play the game and 5 turns later you realize you don't have the right color in your clock. I'll be honest, one I'm very prone to is misreading a card translation and fucking it and screwing it up. Sorry,
you mean those JP cards?
Or what's really bad is I'll memorize it wrong sometimes.
Are you serious?
And then be lazy and not check it, and I'll play it wrong, and then Ty Pro will yell at me.
No. That's why it's so scary to play against JP. You just have to take the person's word for it sometimes.
You don't at all. That's one of the no, because you ask, hey, that doesn't sound right. Can I see the translation? I'll go, okay, and I'll have it on paper ready to go. Yeah, you might. That does sound wrong now that you said. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. So, no, I mean, you'll have it on. A lot of people have it on their phone. I'll have it on paper in a clear file. But yeah, at any point in the Japanese an event that's long Japanese cards, oh heck yes, you can check an official translation on the card. That is strongly encouraged.
Oh no, it seems like a lot of effort. Just thinking about that kind of puts me off. It puts me off thinking about it.
If you're not an idiot like me and mismemorizing your cards, it's really simple.
Yeah.
Like Ty Pruitt in the chat is like this walking freaking encyclopedia of Weiss cards. It's almost sickening. I am so jealous of his memorization of that.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, you gotta be good at something.
Like, I mean, if you play TCGs, you generally memorize cards anyway.
Right.
I mean, you don't look at Bitter Blossom and as a Magic player and not know what it does, for example. You've played it 2 times, you get the idea. I get in trouble when I have it, when I don't because I don't play decks like very often, so like I won't touch a deck for a month, and that's what really gets me in trouble.
All right. What are we thinking here? So, Audri, what do you think is coming up for JP? We're at that time.
All right, we're at that time. We're gonna go down. We're gonna open that rabbit hole. All right.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Am I just doing sats or am I doing other stuff too?
Whatever. Just whatever your heart desires at this point. Right.
As far as set releases, I think we're going to get something from Rebirth for you.
Yes. I think 100%.
Something's gonna get pulled from Rebirth from you. I was toying around with ReZero. to reboot that and bring that into Weiss again. ReZero has a lot of popular waifus with collectors. So bringing Rem and Amelia back probably wouldn't be a bad idea for sales.
Oh my god, if they come out with the newest season of ReZero, I will be so excited. Echidna SP.
Yeah,
they better
exactly.
do it. They better do it. I will be sick to my stomach if they pull a Jericho with her.
They'll put her in there.
They also tend, lately they've been doing a lot more sequel sets. So I don't think we're going to see, there might be like one random thing new. I don't even have a guess on what that new, it might be Shaman King, I guess, now that we just saw that voice actress. So at sequel sets, I'm thinking along the lines of something Bang Dream, because we haven't had a Bang Dream set in like a year. I think 5th anniversary was last year, and they're due, and it's free and it's cheap. Also, they tend to do sets after an anime ends. They'll announce and release the Weiss set. So for that, I'm guessing it's time for us to have Love Live Superstar 2.
Sorry. I just saw, I don't want to just use the name, but on Facebook, right? Love Live. Yep. Hopefully you get it.
What was the other one? Kantai has an anime going right now. And a lot of times they like to bring back a set, with some, like they did this with Nanoha, they'll wait 3 years and all of a sudden drop a new one. And do it as like a reboot for the franchise and a power, kind of like a massive 100-card power-up set. So I'm thinking Kantai Anime is gonna get announcement, either this one or the next one, or the next stream announcement stream. Well, obviously now I think Shaman King because of that Seiyu. What was the other one I had? Because I didn't write it down like you guys did.
Oh my god.
Shame on me.
Yeah, Christian, they just announced Shadowverse for English, and then the Japanese hasn't started yet. So it was like a 2-minute announcement for Shadowverse.
Right. The English one won't happen until January, the actual set release deal that we were used to.
The other one I was thinking of is Marvel 2. Marvel sold fantastically well. They just did a reprint of it.
I thought they already announced that.
They announced a Marvel premium set.
Yeah,
they don't. So it's like a little collector set, more or less. Great for collectors, not so much for players. It's probably not going to have anything super playable in it. Maybe like 2 or 3 cards out of the entire thing. So I'm guessing a full-blown Marvel set. I think we're gonna get some I think we're gonna finally get a ban list update.
Yeah, that's coming.
With that being said, D-side could get finally hit, and probably quintuplets because it has 2 of the top 3 decks in the Japanese meta right now. The Japanese meta is probably player, the competitive meta is probably the worst shape it's been in years. So I'm thinking that they may go ahead and nail Quints and D-side just before Japanese Nationals later this month.
Don't do it to Quints.
Don't do it to Quints totally deserves it.
No, I know. I'm just speaking from a guy that just watched the movie. That's all.
I saw the movie recently too.
Yeah, we both saw it. It was a nice movie. Let's see. What was announced for what was random JP stream they had going on earlier?
That was an English stream, Arroyo. Their little special announcement where they told us that we're getting Shadowverse Evolve.
Yep. It was 2 minutes. There was nothing that was for Weiss or anything like that. That'll happen in January. And now we're just waiting for the Japanese side of this, which will be Cardfight Vanguard, Weiss, Blau, Rebirth for You, and Shadowverse Evolve. And that won't happen until another hour and 7 minutes. Yeah, they should. I honestly thought they should have planned this better, like to link up with each other, because you have this giant lull time in between, especially since they're going to be talking about the anime for Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. Why does it say Will Dress? that what it's called? Vanguard
Yep.
Will plus Dress.
That's the second season name.
Oh, is that? Okay. I did not know. So that would be why. I was like, overdress, and it says Willow Dress. That's weird. So that's happening in 7 minutes. I'm probably going to put that off on the side. If it's just them talking about anime, I don't know if I'm going to bring that up. Unless everybody wants to see some anime, I can bring that up. And then we can just exit out of it if it's all that is. But yeah, no, I feel like it should have been bumped up an hour. It would have been nice if this part 2 started 54 minutes ago. That would have been great.
I don't think Bushiroad Japan thinks about what Singapore is doing or what YouTubers are doing.
No, they don't at all. Which is fine, but still, should have been some coordination because it's happening on the same night, right? Like if these were different nights, cool, that would work, but not this, not like this. So, by the way, looking at, I don't know if I'm on the right page. I tried to look at the page that has the cards, but I don't see the actual card here.
I don't think she had an SP, dude.
No, I know. Like on this page, it says Subaru, Amelia, Rem, and Ram. So she
Why don't you pull up the Rebirth page on YunoTCG? That'll have all the cards.
So much effort, Audri. That's why I didn't do it. But yeah, no, I'll bring it up. I got time. I'm made of time.
We got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time.
I hope everybody's got like an eggnog and snacks going or something.
I did not drink.
We're gonna be here a while.
At this point, I need to drink water. Look at that. Did they put her here on purpose?
Oh, that's mean.
So anyways, if you don't know, her voice actress has stepped down. So she will no longer be in Bang Dream or D4DJ. So that why I said that there. Where?
I see your last question. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that because I don't want to be permabanned.
Huh? What?
Look at Arroyo's last question in the chat.
Oh, I could say that because they can't do anything to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good. A lot of the things I say or make videos on, I'm like, well, it's a good thing I don't work with them because I can't get in trouble for saying what I say. Here we go.
Come to think of it, I forgot to call them today. Oh, yuck.
They
didn't send the Dragon Maid winner cards. They sent us the promos that we give away, but they didn't send the actual winner cards for the Dragon Maid Cup for my locals. Yay.
I can't believe they did not have a signature of her.
They don't.
No, they don't. Sorry.
Do they have it? Well, wait a minute. Do they have it maybe in the super high rarity partner cards?
Nope.
No, just the 4. Okay. Subaru didn't make an appearance there, which is
but nobody cares about Subaru.
No, I know. That's why I said that they made a Rem and Ram card, together. Look at Rem, alone.
That's a lot cheaper than I thought it would be, actually.
I like Ram. It's a little sad. See that? I mean, again, it works out for me, but yeah, no, she did not get one. She was in the MVP slot. Technically, I mean, but that's like an overall kind of show graphic, right? Did she?
Yeah.
But if you look at it, it's one of the most expensive cards in that category.
Yeah, I guess. It's not really about her. That's like saying this card right here. Did this card price go down because Ram's inside of it? Where this Rem is $7.98, where this one's $6.98, because Rem is kind of just down here. So, oh man, Echidna did not actually get a.
How much is her? There she is. She's got an MPB by herself.
It's on the
second row.
I mean, but that's not a sign card. I mean, yeah, she's right here. It's not a sign. Just a foil. Does this make you happy, if you settle for this NBP?
Yeah, I would not be buying that.
Okay. Because
thankfully Weiss won't do all of her cards as chibi.
Yeah, because then you got the chibi form.
I like that first card though, like the box art.
The title, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
What else we got? I mean, that one's an alright one. Maybe she just wasn't important enough in this series. I watched it. I know she's kind of important, but
she's pretty important in the first season, dude. She was in like half the episodes.
Important.
With all due respect, take that blasphemy and cram it up your butt.
What?
Echidna is the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I watched
definitely
it.
like Jericho. She's not like Jericho, where she was in like 2 episodes and then never heard from again. She's pretty important.
I feel like Bushiroad didn't think she was important enough. How about that?
I just think whoever is making the cards doesn't actually watch the shows because Rem was not even in the newest season.
Yep.
I guess.
Oh yeah, she was all knocked. Yeah, that's right. She was knocked out.
Yeah, she was not even in the season.
Yeah, she was just laying there.
And she has like multiple SPs and higher.
People love her, even if you knock her out.
My significant other who's watching this on YouTube with us, he just mentioned the part that we need an Echidna in a school uniform SP. And I agree, we need that.
What the heck?
Private video.
I clicked this one. Just wanted to see what it was, Bushiroad. I'm sorry. Hey, they banned me.
I doubt that.
Christian, I'm banned. Banned. No, I know. I'm not banned. I'm just, this would be perfect timing. It would work out that way if it was. Where is Bushiroad? How do I get here then? Is it working for anybody else? I click. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, let me try over here. See if it comes up for me since I'm signed in. No, this video is private. Video unavailable.
Yeah, maybe they'll open it closer to the time.
It's right now.
What about the other link?
Just let me try this one. Oh, you are totally right. There's 2 different links here. Look at that.
We have Kadani talking.
Alright, let's see what's happening.
Kazani's telling us about his his plan to extract all the money out of weebs in the West. I will take all their money. They will give me their money for my cute girls.
They're in part 2 already? What? So they did start early.
I wonder if they'll start the Weiss thing early then.
That'd be nice.
That's something. I'm assuming Stardom is the wrestling thing.
Yep, the girl is wrestling.
さんとですね、はい、新日本プロレス&スターダムということで、これは主にですね皆様にもご案内しておりますが、主に100円を新しくカードを触る人を増やしたいなというふうに思いまして、始めさせていただきました。これからも多数リリースしていただきますので、ナイトとこれですけども、応援のほどよろしくお願いいたします。はい、
That was a Quince pack of some sort.
本当にこれからもいろんな形でカードゲームの楽しさを伝えていくことをですねに努めていきたいというふうに思いますので、これからの2部の発表。
Gum or the cookie?
The wafer, yeah, whatever that is. I think that's what those packs are. I remember Quince selling one of those.
Those cookies are really good, actually.
Really? I wanted to get it. I wanted to try it.
I bought one from Meta Monster stream and made sure Zach sent me the cookie. Like, don't you eat it? You better mail it to me. I'm buying it.
What flavor is it?
It was chocolate.
Oh, nice.
はい、というところで改めまして、始まりましたブシロード TCG 戦略発表会2022第2部の総合 MC を務めます。
You go to the dollar store and you get the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry in a brick.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, I'm so glad this is not an hour from now.
Yeah, same.
Well, Chad, well, this guy Jack can hurry up and tell us what we're expecting to see tonight.
お届けいたします。まずはじめに本日の発表会のハッシュタグのご紹介です。本日のハッシュタグはこちら。ハッシュタグ武士2022再臨でございます。はい、こちらですね。皆様このハッシュタグをつけて発表会の感想や予想をたくさんつぶやいてください。
I was assuming that was the order.
続きましてハッシュタグキャンペーンについてのお知らせでございます。
But I don't know for sure.
はい、出ますかね。はい、こちら参加方法は簡単でございます。ハッシュタグ2022再臨をつけてツイートするだけでございます。抽選で3名様にブシロードのロゴ入りラバーマットが当たりますので、皆様発表会の内容の予想や感想などたくさんつぶやいてくださいね。よろしくお願いいたします。さあ、そして今回はですね、キーワードキャンペーンも開催いたします。発表会のところどころでですね、私がキーワードを発表いたします。そちらを集めていただきまして、完成したキーワードを指定の方法でツイートをしていただきますと、抽選で2名様に素敵なプレゼントが当たるキャンペーンとなっております。キーワードのキャンペーンの参加方法はこちらをご確認ください。まずはブシロード公式ツイッターの固定ツイートを引用ツイートしていただいて、そこに集めたキーワード、そして好きなブシロード TCG タイトルを
I think I want to see Rebirth. Rebirth is the one I want to see for tonight.
Rebirth scares me. What psychological harm are they going to do by taking a set from Weiss?
はい、こちらですね。詳しくはブシロード公式ツイッターアカウントをご覧ください。よろしくお願いいたします。さあ、というわけで今回はキャンペーン盛りだくさんとなっておりますので、皆様どうぞぜひ振るってご参加いただければと思います。さあ、そんな中ですね、最初のキーワードの発表に早速参りたいと思います。最初のキーワードは
But then it's Rebirth.
Yeah, no, it's a little sad.
さあ、あと言いますといろいろと候補がありすぎまして、まだまだわかりませんね。皆様最後までぜひよろしくお願いいたします。さあ、それではですね、発表の方に移っていきたいと思います。最初の発表はカードファイトヴァンガードです。
Alright, so we got Vanguard.
He did go ham on D4 and then it wasn't a good game.
If I was bald, I would love to look like that guy in that picture. He seems like fun.
はい、ただいまよりブシロード TCG 戦略発表会2022
Yeah, I was gonna say he
カード
looks
ファイト
like
ヴァ
he's
ン
a
ガードの発
schemer.
表をさせてい
Yeah,
た
like
だ
a
きます。
shady shop
第
at
2部
LGS
ヴァンガードパー
owner.
ト
Yeah, he lives a
MC を
good
務めま
life.
す真野匠です。皆様よろしくお願いいたします。
Nah, not if he's an LGS owner. They're all poor, we know that.
ありがとうございます。それでは早速第2部のゲストの方にご登場いただきます。どうぞ。はい、それでは鏡さんからご挨拶の方よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、羽山うらら役の鏡かり
Oh
んで
no,
す。よ
I
ろしくお
forgot
願
her
いい
name.
た
That's
します
that's to say you for Maho.
Maho.
Yeah, that's Maho.
はい、伊関正則役の森島修太です。よろしくお願いします。
Dude, go back.
お願いい
We
たし
want to
ま
go
す。
back to the cute Maho, not you.
Oh, jeez.
石亀ザクサ役の伊藤正弘です。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。それでは皆様ご着席ください。
はい。
はい、ということでですね、第1部では来年1月からのアニメ情報をメインにお伝えいたしましたが、ここからはですね、ヴァンガードの最新情報を中心にお届けしていきたいと思います。
待ってました。
はい、もう最新情報たくさん持ってきておりますので、皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていってください。
お願いします。
それではいきますよ。第1部の模様はアーカイブの方がアップされる予定でございますので、見逃した方はね、そちらの方もぜひぜひご視聴ください。それではまずはアプリヴァンガードゼロからのお知らせです。こち
Yeah, I
ら。
think she's cool. I like how she
はい、ということ
speaks
で
English
お
too.
かげさまで昨日でございます。つい昨日12月5日にヴァンガードゼロは無事3周年を迎えることができました。変わらず応援していただいている皆様ありがとうございます。 すごい3周年でございます。
素敵。
I gave up on that
ついに
game.
3周年経ったということでですね、今アプリ内ではですね、さ
Cardfight
まざまなことが
Yeah.
開催中でございまして、
I played it for a while. I just didn't like
ミッションをクリアす
it.
るとカードが合計
Is that the
540 枚
online
も
one?
Yeah, the online one. I didn't like it.
540枚ももらえるキャンペーンが行っております。そしてですね、なんと
It
このね
lagged.
めちゃくちゃ素敵なイラストなんですけど
It was not fun
も、
to
この
do
記
the
念キ
gacha.
ービジュアルになっているレン、そしてカズマのアイテムも
I
も
didn't
ら
enjoy
えます
it.
ので、まだ遊んでない方、
More
そして、
importantly, where can I get
変わらずね
a
応援してくださってる
water
皆様、
bottle with a
ぜひぜ
straw
ひ
coming
こ
out
の
of
機
the
会
top
にイン
of
ストール
it?
してプレイしてみてくださ
I
い。
think
よ
they
ろしく
just
お願いいた
stab
し
it.
ます。そして12月からはですね、こちらの方もスタートしております。ドン。はい、12月1日からいよいよヴァンガード GZ に突入ということで、ゼロスドラゴンやギーゼ、さまざまな脅威がクロノたちを待ち受けます。ということで、
Yeah, I was playing it during the Hololive
新たなね物語
promo time.
お楽しみくださいということでござい
It
ます。
just wasn't
パックの
fun.
方もね、アルティメット
Like the games were cool and all that, but the rest of the it's not polished.
たくさんファイトしてあげてください。
ギーゼ懐かしいね。
そうなんですよ。もう激アツでございますので、ストーリーの方もね、ぜひぜひたくさん読んでください。お願いします。そして続きまして、ヴァンガードディアデイズのお知らせに参りたいと思います。こちら。はい。すべてのカードゲームファンに刺さる
Oh my god, did you see everything people are saying about this thing?
任天堂スイッチ、スチーム要素、
People were
カー
pissed.
ファイトヴァンガードディアデイズ好評発売中です。
It was really expensive, and then something about like buying the expansions too costed like, don't quote me on it, like 60 or 70 bucks. So the game was like 70 bucks, and then to buy expansions were really expensive. People were just angry.
At that point, why don't you just buy the physical cards?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that cost way more than 60
ござい
bucks.
ます。そうなんですよ。なのでね、ユースとかも新しいね、ウィルドレスからのキャラクター
I
たちのカー
thought
ドも
in my mind when I first heard about it, I thought it was okay because, like you said, it costs.
現在発売中のカ
You
ー
know,
ド
you
開
think
放
about
パ
buying
ス
a
をご
booster
購入
box,
してい
it's
ただく
60
と
bucks
ですね
right now.
配信当日の2月2日ですね、カード開放コンテンツの方がダウンロ
Yeah,
ード
but
さ
that
れます
also
ので、
costs money
こち
to
らの
make.
方もチェックしてみてください。
Yeah.
Not that a game doesn't cost money to make, but it's like
No, I know. I just
if they
thought.
sell 10 million of those, it's the same price as what they already
I
paid.
just thought people would be more accepting of the price because you bought physical cards.
出ます。
But
どんどんどんどん
I
皆様の
was
既存
not
のデッ
right
キとか
on
ね
that.
新しいライドラインとかも追加されていくと思いますので、はい、ぜひヴァンガードディアデイズの方もよろしくお願いいたします。そしてそんなヴァンガードディアデイズ、イベントのお知らせもあります。こちらです。ドン。
The gal in the
はい、
back is
とい
living
うこ
up
と
to
で
the double D
ヴァンガー
name
ド
on
ディ
this
アデイズ
game.
の輪が広がる
Oh, jeez.
オンライン交流会の開催が決定いたしました。はい。
これは
はい。
これ誰でもね参加方法とか
そうなんですよ。誰でも参加することができます。ヴァンガードディアデイズをプレイしている皆様であれば、どなたでも参加可能のイベントとなっておりまして、オンラインマッチングを通してですね、世界中のファイターとヴァン
So
ガー
when
ドファイ
Cardfight
トを楽し
Vanguard
み
gonna
ましょう
die?
という
I
イベ
keep
ント
hearing
で
people
ございま
always
す。
say that.
詳細につきましてはですね、続報の方お待ちしていただければなと思っており
Yeah,
ま
I
す。
don't know. I think it actually has a lot of players.
I think so too, but that's why I'm
It
like,
does have a lot of players, and Bushiroad can just pump out cards for the cost of printing
ご
cards.
了解でね。
no, because when
We're not
people
paying
are
for licenses and
お
stuff.
願いしま
when
す。
people are talking about Dear Days, they're like, man, when's Cardfight? They're like, Cardfight Vanguard's gonna die in a
続き
couple
まして
months,
こ
or
ちらです。
it's losing players and all this stuff. So
これなんと
I
です
keep
よ
hearing
ね
that. It's been 2 years.
中野区ふるさと納税にヴァンガードが登場でございます。
すごいっす
I
よ
guess so, after being,
ふるさと
you know,
納税
following Magic now
そう
for
なん
20
ですいいんで
years,
すか
you know,
い
Magic's
いん
been
でなん
dying
か
for
俺
20
想像
years
できるんですけ
too,
ど
and I
何
kind
が
of
来る
put Vanguard
わかん
Yu-Gi-Oh
ない
in
けど
that
ねまあそれは
category.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Yeah, I just keep hearing it over and over
返
again.
礼品って形で返ってくるの面白くない
Vanguard will just
ね
get
返
rebooted.
礼品でカードねまあわかんないですけど
わかんないですけどね
そうまあねヴァンガードに関わる何かなんでしょうけれども
すごいっすよね
わかんないですね。だから今のうちに何でも適当なことを言ってたらもしかしたらそれが返礼品になるかもしれない。
あそうなの
ファイターズグローブとかね。
あいいんじゃない
いや適当なこと言ってるんで本当になるかわかりませんよ。
今想像っすからね
そうそうそう。今僕たちのイメージで話してるので。
うん
はい。
面白い本当に
ね面白い試みでございます。以前にもねあったものなんです。はい、こちらですね中野区のふるさと納税にヴァンガードの方が登場いたしますので、詳しくは後日発表となっております。
はい
そこをお待ちください。こちらも楽しみに待っていてください。
はい
はい。 それでは続きましてはカー
Do
ド
you
情
think they
報
play
に
Cardfight
入りたい
Vanguard?
と思います。
These
ま
voice
ずは
actors,
ファイターズルール更
actresses?
新のお知らせから
No
です
way.
こちら
Because I was just thinking about like how cool would that be if like one day you win a contest to raffle and you get to play against one of them. You know, like your choice person.
Aina Aba's done that.
Oh really? Oh, that'd be so cool.
She played a Rosalia deck, a Rosalia theme deck, and you played against her if you won the lottery.
Would you let her win?
また制限解除の方もございます。ダークストレインドラゴンの1枚まで
Maybe both Meg, I'd let her win, but not Aina Aba.
Okay, you're gonna take her down.
She's too competitive. She's got to go
制限
down.
の方を解除いたします。
Yeah, that'd be
はい、
cool.
そしてですね、スタンダードの特殊
She's
ルー
done
ルにも
it.
更
The
新の方
actor
が
that plays
ございます。
Nico,
こちら
the
でござい
actress
ます
that plays Nico Yazawa
はい
from Love Live's done it.
クロノジェットドラゴンのデッキを用いる際、ライドデッキに
I'm sure there's
クロノ
others,
ジ
but
ェ
I
ット
can't
ドラゴ
think
ン
of
を
them.
含まないと、G デッキが使
Yeah,
用
they
で
just
きなくなります。
transform.
改めて本日紹介しました、ファイタ
I
ー
love
ズ
it.
ルールの更新はですね、いずれも、2023年
I
1
do
月
like playing
1日より
Cardfight
とな
Vanguard.
って
It's
お
a
りま
fun
すので
game.
こちら
I
本
just hate
日
the app.
ヴァンガード公式ホームページに掲載いたします
That
が
is not good.
いつも通りより詳細なカードの使
Do you have any of the
文
cards?
章も掲載いたしますの
Yeah,
で
I'm-
そちらの方合わせてご
I'm
確
getting
認
the
ください
ones
ませ。
coming
よ
for
ろしくお願いいたし
January,
ます
and I do have the
はい、
overdressed
それで
ones.
は続きまして皆さん気になっていると思います
Cardfight.
新商品情
It's
報
fun saying
参りた
call.
いと思います
はい
まず最初
I say that all the
商
time
品
now.
PV の方が到着しております
お
皆さんと一緒に早速見ていきましょうこちらですどうぞ
Oh shoot. I had robots with swords, and then we got these wolf people.
We got furries.
Yeah, I'm going with the robot with the swords.
Oh,
Oh shoot,
and
look at that girl.
Look at
She looks cool.
Succubus. And a dragon.
A Wolverine.
Is that a spaceship?
Yeah.
What has been merged together? We have fantasy. Oh, my head hurts.
That's the one Voltron comes out of. And the little trick star. We are on Cardfight Vanguard. So if you are not interested in Cardfight Vanguard, you are in luck. I like that promo. That looked really cool.
Yeah, that
は
was
い、と
cool.
いうことで今見ていただきましたのがブースターパック第
Is that a
9弾
Aristocrat
リュージュ
Wolf?
進行が来年2023年2月3日発売でございます
It looks like the
はい
I guess
と
they
いう
did
ことでですね
if they
先ほどね
took,
アニメ情報のパートでも出てきましたが
Innistrad
サ
from
ムと
Magic
ね
and made it
あ
anime
とソフィーの使うユニット
Well,
の
someone's gotta
に
use
加え
it.
てもう一
And
体
Magic the
何か気
Gathering
になる
didn't do
小物っ
justice
ぽい
to
ね
it.
ストイケイヤかなという感じの子がいたりとかあといろいろ気になるところ本当に多かったんですが
Hey, are they not gonna have a
最
serial
後
number in this one?
何ですかね
その名も
点で
プラス
終わった
うん
I don't
気
think
に
the
なる
serial
のは途
numbers
中で出
come
てき
over to
た
English yet.
一番下の
Have
方
they?
にヒューが大輔って書いてあったんですよ
そうなんですよねあれ
そう
その違いじゃないですよね
そうですこちらの BGM の方も
there's-
ヒューガ大輔さんが制
お
作して
I got luck.
おり
I
ます
thought BTO
めちゃくちゃ
had
の
it with that one girl.
ね
すごいです
う
ね
ん
本当でも気になるユニットたちがたくさん
ね
出て
PV
おり
もかっこいいし
ましたね
うん
こちらのアニメにもねどう関わってくるのかとかも気になるところ
気に
が
なりますね
多いんじゃないでしょうか
新しくデッキ組みたいです
はい、皆さんそちらの方も続報お待ちください、
はい
そしてですねこちらアニメにも関わってくるんじゃないかという話でございましたが、まだ一部で発表していない情報がありました何でしょうそれは
If we sent you a deck of Cardfight Vanguard, you know, are you gonna
何
play?
でしょうか正解はですね
何ですかね
エンディングテーマ情報でございます
Yeah, if
ビ
I
ル
we
ドレ
send
ス
you a
シーズン
deck.
2のエンディングテーマはこちら
Definitely not.
はいということでありがとうございます
That's only like $2.
ユーロレスシーズン2エンディングテーマはですね シーズン1に続いてアルゴナビスフィーチャリング朝日奈由で担当させていただきます。タイトルはね、僕たちも今日初めて知りました。タイトルはね、リレイズ。
Nothing like the Devil May Cry. Not even close. You think that looks like Dante? You insane?
It's Rockstar Dante.
はいはいはいはい。
No, pop singer Dante.
という意味らしくて。
He's traded in his sword for a microphone.
そういうあれではないですね。呪文の類とかではないですね。
でもね、音楽面も今までその挑戦してこなかったような曲を今回アザミさんが作っていただいて、新たなアルゴナビス、そして朝日奈由の魅力がね詰まっていると思うので、ぜひぜひアニメとともに楽しんでいただければと思います。よろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いいたします。ウィルドレスのね、シーズン1でもブラック&ホワイトでこちらのねアルゴナビスフィーチャリング朝日奈由太でねお届けしてきましたが、このシーズン2ではこの2人がまたあれですね、エンディングとして行っていくという形でございます。ぜひぜひ皆様楽しみにしていてください。お願いします。
Devil May Cry was such a good game.
で続きまして、新商品の紹介に参りたいと思います。まずはこちらです。はい、ブースターパック第10弾仮面竜装2023年4月7日発売決定でございます。はい、ということで龍樹進行が出たばっかっちゃ出たばっかなのに、もうブースターパック第10弾のちょっと気が早いということでございますけれども、はい、こちらもですね、もちろんアニメウィルドレスシーズン2に登場するユニットが収録されております。シーズン2のクライマックスに登場する
I just hope we see something interesting. That's what I want. Something unexpected for announcements.
収録されるということでございますが、こちらおそらくベルリーナなのかなっていう感じの見た目をしておりますね。
そんな感じするよね。面影あるよね。
Oh, I meant for Weiss. I'm just.
No, I know. I mean, just I can't think of what could be surprising.
どんなオーバードレスに
Oh, I mean, I can think of a ton of things.
Thousands of things that can pull from the
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you actually,
僕も
like a
実は
surprise.
今日知って、
Yes.
タイト
They
ルと
could
か
do
しか知ら
so
ないんですけ
many,
ど、
even just
まあでも
animes alone, I could think of like 1,000.
奏でる
That
と
would
か
be,
そう、
like,
私
are
気
you
になり
kidding
ま
me?
した。で、奏でるといえばうららちゃんも吹奏
Well,
楽
because
部
I
だったり
base it in the realm of it has to be a. I mean, you could put say anything, but it needs to be in a realm of possibility. That's why I'm like, from the realm of possibility, like there can't be that many things that would surprise me.
ぜひね。
Like if you just pick some obscure anime from whatever time period, yeah, that's a surprise, but it would never happen.
見てください。
それがいたらいいな。
いいですね。いやでも本当に自分のね、使っているユニットたちがね、収録されると嬉しいですね。
got isekai'd as a spider.
こちらも注目の商品
Yeah, see, that would be pretty shocking.
シーズン2と
Right, but I don't think that's in the game anymore.
No, I don't think that's happening.
続きまして、
That's why I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't see a surprise happen like that.
I don't know. I don't want to see that. I want to see like something crazy.
届いておりますので、皆さん一緒に見ていきましょ
Booyah,
う。こちらを
I
ご覧
want
くだ
that,
さ
but I
い。
don't. Because I'd want to buy it and everybody else would buy it. It'd be expensive. And...
和な BCM ですね。
The Oscar.
はい。なるほど。
Um,
ということで、タイトルブースター刀剣乱舞オンライン2023、2023年6月23日発売決定でございます。はい、皆様お待たせいたしました。刀剣乱舞の続弾となっております。
ねえ、いやーいいですね、トーラブ。
素敵なね BGM も添えられて動画もの方もね準備していただいておりますが、
はい。
こちらがですねなんと、新規ライドラインの追加ももちろん、刀剣乱舞オンライン2021に収録されました始まりの5振りのライドラインも強化されますといただいております。なのでね前段を持っている方ももちろん、今段から始められる方も、楽しめる仕様となっております。でさらに前段に引き続きめちゃくちゃ豪華な収録カードすべての刀剣乱舞レアが収録されます。ぜひお気に入りの刀剣男子をゲットしてヴァンガードしてみてください。こちらの方何振り収録されるのか気になりますね。はい、そうよね。情報もね、ぜひぜひ皆様楽しみに待っていてください。お願いいたします。
はい、ということで、たくさん商品情報がここまで出てきましたが、
盛りだくさんですね。
じゃあ商品スケジュールの方改めて振り返っていきましょう。こちらでございます。はい、今週末発売のミネルヴァ再臨をはじめですね、2023年も
That's the one you got,
発
right?
売が予定されております。
Yep.
それぞれの商品の情報は終盤やどこ版などでもお伝えしていきますので、続報をお楽しみにお待ちください。
So you get that next week or this week?
I don't even know anymore. Like my Ami order took a billion years to even just get billed. It just came today from something from about 2 weeks ago.
お願いします。
So they even have a warning about Christmas shipping. So I don't know when I'm ever getting
今年は
anything
トリオ
anymore.
ファイトを勝って全国
It
各
just
地
shows
で
up.
開催し、最強のチームを決定する大会が繰り広げられておりました。2023年ももちろん大会の開催を予
It's
定
been a
して
thing
おります。
lately with
こちらで
just
す。
not getting stuff on time.
はい、ということで、
Yeah.
デラックス2023開催決定でございます。
That's too bad, dude.
Yeah, no, like this box when it comes will have Sword Art Online, Licorice
そういうことで
Recoil,
めちゃくちゃかっこいい。
Chainsaw Man Magazine,
青でこういうロゴにな
Kaguya,
っているんです。やっぱりね、
or
アニメの方も
Oscar.
デラックス
There's
USA
something else
アメ
in
リカのね
there.
大
And
会の
it's
方にするという
just
ことで、
so much stuff. The
デ
shipping
ラック
was
スの方も
insane.
またね、こちらの
Like,
Wait, they
イ
just
ベント
they
と
just
しても
hold them all
はい
until they're
開
all
催さ
ready
れ
to
るという
ship?
こと
No,
で、
like the
来
sword,
年
the
開催
sword
予
art
定の
was
デラッ
so
クス
delayed that I
2023は
just shoved it
最
in my
強の
Licorice
チームではな
Recoil,
く、
and then I
その
put
年
other
の
stuff in there.
日
And
本最強ファ
it
イタ
just
ーを決
snowballed
め
into
る
one
大会と
gigantic
なっ
package.
ております。つまりです
That's what I
ね、
mean. I'm like, I don't know what the deal is lately. I know they're backed up. That's why I'm like, I think I'm gonna get it, but if I get it next year in January, I wouldn't be
個
surprised.
人戦で
At this point.
2023年の一
I
番
actually
強いファイ
started
ター
thinking
を
about maybe I
決
should
定いた
buy
します。
some of the stuff from
今度は
another
もう
place.
己自身の力だけ
Like
で
just so I can get it on
立ち上がっ
time,
てい
you
く
know,
と
to
いう
open
大会
something on
でござい
time.
ますね。はい。で、こちらのデラックス2023の出場権利の方なんですけれども、
Ideal
さまざまな
808 had it, I
方法で
thought.
勝ち取ることができ
I
ます。
might pick
個
up
人
one
戦
there.
だけではなく、トリオ戦、こちらもございまして、なんと V スタンダード、そして B スタンダードでも権利を獲得できる大会の方を開催予定でございます。
これ面白いですよね。
そうなんです。
だからチーム組んでてトリオとか
The
で
Bushiroad
やって
magazine
た
is
け
in
どそのメ
there.
ンバーともしかしたら決勝で当たるとか
そういうことでございますね。
だよね
トリオファイトでみんなでじゃあ権利取って、じゃあ今度は決勝で会おうなみたいな。
すごいよね。
You know the worst part about it was
ね、出たとしても、
was because they it,
そうです。
they bill
知ってるから。
right before they send
え
it.
それって
The
結構
exchange
珍
rate
しい
went
形で
down,
すか？
or you know, like went
珍
the
し
other
いですね。
way.
これトリオ戦のまま
So I
決
ended
勝
up
に
paying
行くわけで
like
はないってことですもんね。
$80
この柔
more
軟な
because
形
of
が
the
めちゃめちゃ
exchange
面白い
rate
ですよ
change.
ね。
しかもスタンダードの個人戦なんですけ
Yeah,
れど
no.
も、それ
It's
に
like
至る
thanks.
までの権利を獲得するために V スタンダード、P スタンダードも大丈夫ということで、自分のね、
Yeah, I don't know how much you got, but those
自
cases
分の
went
好きなデッ
so
キ使いたいん
low
だ
for
大
a
会で
bit.
もっていう時
Oh yeah, they were
Out.
crazy low.
権利を獲得できるチャンスがあるという素敵な大会になっております。めちゃくちゃ。
But now they put limits on.
はい。
You know, like what I was saying with the
こちらの
Weiss Schwarz trial decks, you can only buy 3 trial decks, and some they don't even offer cases on.
イベントといえば
Yeah, that's
大
weird.
きな祭り
Yeah,
が
like the
今年も
Licorice
開
Recoil,
催
you
で
can
す。
buy a
こ
case.
ちら。はい。
And they sell them so fast.
2023内でデラックス2023出場権利をかけた大会を開催いたします。はい。
I like the graphic. That championship
あ
deluxe
りますが
2023 looks cool.
来年ですね、大盤が開催されますが、こちらの大盤が祭
You can hear my bitterness. I'm a
を
little bitter
開催いたします
about my
まず
experience lately.
29日でございます。
Yeah, because that's I got it this morning.
こちらは
That
ですね、
Ami
トライ
Ami
レギュレー
order,
ショ
and
ン
then I
トリオファイ
calculated
ト
like
での開
$80
催でござい
difference.
ます。
So
スタ
I'm
ン
like,
ダード
great, thanks.
V、そして P スタンダードそれぞれ一つずつのデッキでチームを組んで参加する大会ということで、これなかなか珍しいですね。だから、ゾルガ
Since I
の
was
人
going to
一人
Japan next year, I'm like, should I
じゃあ
exchange
ブラサ
money?
ー
That's the real
デッキの
question.
人一人と
Should I
P
exchange
の
it
もう
now
何
with
で
the
もあ
rate
り
the
みたい
way
な
it is?
デッキでも OK みたいなので3人で1チームという。
すごい。
You're definitely going. You might want to consider it.
Yeah, no. I don't know if it's gonna get any worse
メ
or
ドレーみ
better.
たい。
本当メドレー。
メドレーですよね。
うん
種目が違えどみたいな。
もう歴戦の
If you
や
do
っ
it
ぱ
now, you
強
still
豪の
know
ハイ
it's
プ
pretty
レ
darn
ージャー
good.
プレミア
Yeah.
ム任せて
It's that deal in me, right? I know. I think I'm gonna
そういう感じでね
convert like a third of the money I was
いた
gonna
だけれ
bring.
ばいいんじゃないかなと
すごい
思います。
Wait, where are you going?
30日でございますが、こちらは
Remember next year?
スタンダードでのトリオファイトで
I think
開
in
催されます。
Which sucks because there's a major rock Bang Dream and D4 DJ thing happening in May. It's like in the end of May, so I'm gonna miss it by a
一緒に
month.
戦っていたチームもみんなライバルになって力を合わせて
Well, tickets for those things are really hard to get with lotteries.
No, I know, but still, I won't even have a shot at it.
12月7日お昼12時からブシナビにてスタートいたします。
I want the 1% chance than the 0% chance.
今日が実は6日なんです。
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, if you're already going all the way to Japan, you could probably just buy them from scalpers.
Scalpers, yeah, I would do
Yeah, that's
it.
true.
I would
早いかもしれないですけど、
100% do
来年のね、
Your
戦い
wife
に
might
向
have
けても
gotten mad
始まる
because
という
those
こ
are
とで。
cheap.
もう今か
that.
ら
That's all good.
この時使おうかなとかいろい
She
ろね
bought something really big this year, so I'm allowed to just spend a good amount at Japan.
Mrs. B, I need about $2,000. I gotta go
それでは
scalp some
最後
tickets.
に今年の大漫画祭のキービジュアルを公開いたします。
Thousands of dollars
これ
last
でございます。
month. I'm okay going
は
to
い。
Japan.
祭り。
左主人公の3人がドドンと出ておりますが、いかがでしょう。こちらのイラスト、鏡さん。もうイラストの得意な鏡さん的にはどうですか。
可愛いですね。しかも
Yeah, so this will be a guilt-free trip, which is awesome.
Are you going by yourself or with her?
No, she's not going. I'm going with my niece and her
Oh,
friend.
okay, okay.
That was the one
いいですね。
where it was the graduation gift. That's why I have to go in
可愛ら
June.
しいですね。
Because then the girls gotta go to
Oh,
college.
ね、おしゃれですよね。
本当
I
だ。
wish I wouldn't have to go in the summer though. I don't want to
素
like.
敵。いいですね。
I know it's warm or humid or whatever in Japan.
キービジュアルが大漫画祭2023でございます。お願いいたします。これのグッズとかもいっぱい欲しいですね。いろいろ。
いいね。
それこそね。
I need to buy lots of
うちは
CDs
欲しい
then.
ですよね。このまんまの。ね。お面とかも。
お面欲しい。
ね。はい。そこら辺もぜひ。
Well, I guess if you're going in June, you can have a beach
と
episode.
思っております。
I'm gonna smash some watermelon on a beach.
いたします。
Yeah.
Yeah,
は
I'm
い、
gonna
とい
do
うことで
that.
ですね、あっという間でございますが、いろいろと
And sparklers?
ございました。以上でヴァンガードの発表は
I never
終
did
了
you
と
help
なります。
You're
sparklers that
married,
way.
so you can't. You're married, so you can't be a hero pro tag and have two girls in bikinis throw themselves at you. and stuff.
No, yeah, that wouldn't happen.
なんか次はどうなるんだろうみたいなもっと知りたいことが増えましたね今日。
そうですよね。まだこれをやりますよとか、これが出ますよっていう話しかまだ出てないんで、これからもっともっとね、
そうか詳細がね。
られていく
I
と
already
思い
know
ます
that. I'm gonna leave the two girls in the hotel at night and I'm gonna hit the bar.
思います。はい。
I'm gonna go out by
そして
myself and hit the
まだ
bar.
皆さんですね、2023年のヴァンガードについていろいろご紹介させていただきましたが、2022年のヴァンガードもまだまだ盛りだくさんでございます。こちらが今週
Where you
末
just
は
buy
開
your
催
beers
で
and
ご
you
ざい
can
ま
read
す。
manga all night.
はい。
Something like that. I
2022
mean,
年の
I
最強
want
チ
to
ームを決定
experience
する
all
デラッ
that
クス
because the one girl's
今週
in
末12月
since
10
she's
日
just
ついに
graduating
開
college.
催でございま
high
す。
school. She's not old enough to go
は
to
い。
Yep.
こちらは
So
ですね
that's why I want to try the
会場で
different
WGP
places.
デラッ
So
クス
I'm
地
gonna
方
just
カップ
go
デ
there
ラッ
at
クスを勝ち抜い
nighttime
た
when they're
全
like hanging out in
16
the
チームで
hotel or something.
今年の最強チームを
I thought
決め
the
る
drinking
戦いを
age there
開
was
催
lower.
もちろん
It's
ヴァン
20.
ガードチャンネルで
But
の
she's only
配
like
信もございますよ。で
Yeah,
こちらに
18.
出演森島修太さん、前田誠司さん、ナックさんという
I
こ
thought
と
it
で
might be
森島さん
Yeah, so I
いかが
can't
でし
just
ょう。
drag them to like
いやーやっぱ
a
ね
thing. I mean, my niece
こういう
is
大会の
over
決勝っ
20,
て
so she's good.
Maji
But
sugei
the the other girl
本当
can't.
に
So I'm like, I'm not gonna just not go. I'm in Japan like this one time. I'm going.
Yeah.
I can get me a highball. I'm gonna hang
どんな
out.
デッキが出てくるのか
Talk
ってい
to
うの
some
もそうだ
locals.
し
I think that'd be
その
fun.
プレイング見たいんですよ。
確かにもう結構カードゲーマー目線ですね。
ごめんなさい
プレイングみたいです。
あそこでそうなるんだとか
What
ね
is going on at this
っ
point?
ていうのを
I don't know. This Vanguard always takes forever.
素人の
Wait, what time is
僕
it?
から
Oh
す
my
ると
god, it's been like
びっくりな手を打つ時があるんでそれ
20-something
勉強になるんですよね。
Isn't it only supposed to be an hour?
I don't
Don't
know.
games usually like 2 hours?
No, I think they're like an
ナッ
hour.
クさんと一緒に見ていきたいと思い
No,
ます。
maybe they're more.
はい楽しみにし
Yeah,
て
I
ます
thought I remember them being 2, but
皆さんも
I
12
could be
月
wrong.
10日でございますので、
They look like they're enjoying themselves.
最強チームを
Yeah, that's great. I hope
目
Weiss
で
is
見
next
守っ
though.
てください。
Well,
お願いいたします
every
はい、
Japanese
そして
thing
今
like
週
this, they
末
look
こ
like
ち
they're
らの
enjoying
商品の
themselves.
発売もござい
And
ます。
the girls say you have to like make everything be
はい、ブースターパッ
like
ク
they got
第
a
8
million
弾ミ
bucks.
ネルヴァサイリンが今週末12月9日発売でございます。はい。
I do really
こ
like
ちら
that
待っていた
stuff
方
that you
も多
got.
いんじゃないでしょうか。
So nice looking.
そして まだ発表されてないライドラインの方がございます。本日20時からの終盤でミネルヴァのライドライン紹介の方もございます。ぜひそちらの方を
That's crazy.
本日ですね20時から行われますので、ぜひ見ていただいて今週末の発売をお楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思っております。
Something like that.
ではそちらの終盤の
Unless you're Josiah.
こちらです。はい、本日の終盤は発表会アフタースペシャルということで、ここシアターから有観客配信でお届けいたします。今週末発売のミネルヴァサイレントカード情報はもちろん、ボックス特典や紹介もしていきたいと思います。さらにですね、ストライドデッキセットメサイアからクレストなどの新情報もお届けいたします。どのような能力で帰ってくるんでしょうか。発表会で伝えきれなかった新情報もお届けしていきますので、本当に情報盛りだくさんの終盤となると思います。皆さんいつもより何度も言いますが、いつもより1時間早い20時からとなっておりますので。
Oh, my Blau. I have Weiss Schwarz Blau coming in that box too. I have so much crap in there. Unbelievable.
マド君もいるね。
はい、僕も MC で進藤さんもいますし、先ほどいらっしゃった小笠原さんとか沖さんとか前田さんもいらっしゃいます。はい、ぜひぜひ皆さん終盤の方楽しみにしていただければなと思っております。はい、はい、それでは、ということで皆さんここまでヴァンガードパートをご視聴いただきありがとうございました。最後に一言ずつ感想の方お願いしたいと思います。皆さん前の方によろしくお願いいたします。はい、
We good.
はい、ということで本当に盛りだくさんの
I mean, we'll see. Don't they usually do Weiss last?
ぜひ皆さん
They didn't take their water with
情
them.
報の方再度チェックしていただければなと思い
Yeah,
ます。
it's a prop.
よろしくお願いします。
What? Is that real water?
さんからお願いいたします。
I was thinking the bottles looked
改めま
empty.
して羽山うらら役の
Why would you have it
です
there then?
今日ねうららちゃんはウィルドレス
A
の
decoration?
No, no, I mean, if I was coughing, I'd
女の
want
子なんですけれども
water.
第1部の方でアニメシ
Yeah,
ー
but
ズ
they
ン
didn't
2
talk
の
enough
方
to
が
be
たくさん出たり
voice
し
strained.
たのでねこれからもっともっ
I
と
mean,
うらら
Kagaman
ちゃん
here
の
does like
活躍
full
にも
2-hour,
注
2-3-hour
目してい
concerts.
ただけたら嬉しいなと思います。そしてカードの方もね今日この第2部でいろいろ発表がねさせていただいたんですけれども
I like her hair.
ぜひこれからアニメも
You
続
got
い
nice
ていくと
piercing
いう
under
こ
your
と
ear.
でぜひ
Well,
うらら
that's
ちゃん
she's
たち
she's
リア
fully
ナ
out as
だったり
Maho.
の
The blonde,
Yeah.
the blonde high
カードだったり
streaks, the
いろんな
ear
うららちゃんの
piercings.
使うカードにも
She went in
注目して
all
楽
in.
しんでいただけたら嬉しい
Well,
なと
Happy
思い
Around
ます
I think has
引
something
き続き
coming
ヴァ
up
ンガード
here in
よ
the
ろ
next
しくお
couple
願いい
weeks
たします。本日はありがとうございま
with
し
a
た。
live, so she'd have to be.
はい、伊関正成役の森島修太です。いろんな商品情報が発表されたり、気になることたくさんあるんですが、
His hair kinda looks green.
アニメもめちゃめちゃ気になりますし、
Kinda.
何より、
I was gonna say it looks
12
dyed.
月10日の
Yeah.
大会デラックス
I
の
was thinking he
決
looks
勝
like generic harem, generic
次回
harem pro
次回
tag.
がねもうすぐに見られるという僕はもう本当に楽しみなので、どんなデッキが飛び交っていくのか、この目で
Dressed way better. He's in a
覚
suit.
えていきたいと思います。
Or
そ
at
し
least a
て、
suit jacket.
今日の
I,
終
I
盤
like
で
that. I like that
新しい
jacket.
情報もいっぱい出ると思いますので、
I wonder what his necklace is. I've been staring at it. I have no clue what it
あ
is.
りがとうございました。
I mean, while we're on the fashion thing,
はい、
poor
石
Kagaman
亀
looks like
ザ
she's
クサ
wearing
役の
her
伊藤正
grandmother's
宏です。
blouse.
ここまでご視聴いただきありがとうございます。個人的
I
に
don't know
めちゃ
what
め
it
ちゃ
is
視
with
聴者みたいになっちゃったんですけ
Japanese female seiyus.
ど、
They
トーナメントの
wear grandmother
チ
clothes.
ームだったけ
Maybe
ど
it's,
決勝で個人になるって
Like,
いう
is
の
it
が
all the time or
個
just
人
during
的に
these
すごく
formal
いいなと思っ
meetings?
てて、
ドラマチックだよね。
ドラ
At
マ
least
チッ
when
ク
I
ですよ。
see
だか
them
ら
in formal
チーム
meetings.
戦である
Yeah,
し、
maybe
最
they
終的
they
に
make
心
them
理
so
戦で
that
もあ
it's
るじゃないですか。
professional.
Maybe.
いいな、楽しそう
But
だ
I've
な。
seen
Don't wear your stage gear out
そうだよ
here.
ね。
いいなと思
But
っ
I've
て、
seen
なん
Augupon,
かそれもね、ぜひ
you
皆さん
know, do
楽
just
しんで
random
いただき
photos
たい
and
で
stuff.
す
She's
し、
the
もち
voice
ろんアニメ
actress
も
for
あとはね、
Ayumu
森田さんの情報もありましたけど、そ
Yukihara
の片隅にも
She's worn the blouse.
アルゴナ
Like,
ビス
you
フィ
look
ーチャ
like
リ
your
ング朝
grandmother.
日奈
And I've
歌
seen Liu do
リレイ
that.
ズ覚えてくださると嬉しいです。皆さんお付き合いありがとうございました。
It's really bad on these kind of things
は
like
い、
this.
改めて再度にはなりますが、本日20時から、終盤スペシャルでございます。ぜひぜひそちらの方でも、新情報のおさらいですとか、またそちらで見られる
Yeah,
あと
exactly,
新たな情報とかもございますので、
That
ぜひ
dude's really
8時から
bad
の終
about
盤の
it.
方も皆様よろしくお願いいたします。はい、ということで以上でブシロード戦
Yeah, they have to just
2022
dress
サイ
it
リ
this
ン
way
ヴァンガードパートの方を
for
終了
these
させていただきます。それでは皆さんありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Now that you say, well, the Stardom girls come out in their gear. I guess it's just acceptable because they're stardom.
Yeah. All right, we have people.
See, they're real water. They just didn't want it.
They're taking the water bottles and the chairs now. Why are we taking the chair away? Oh,
maybe they're gonna set up that thing like last time where they play.
はい、ということでカードファイトヴァンガードの発表でございました。アニメパートに引き続きアプリ、ゲーム、そしてカードの方はね、コラボの、刀剣乱舞やそして、診断情報など盛りだくさんでございました。はい、皆様ぜひぜひ引き続きねカードファイトヴァンガード情報を追っていってください。さあというわけでですね、ここで2つ目のキーワードを発表したいと思います。2つ目のキーワードはリ。さあリでございます。皆様しっかりメモしておいてください。よろしくお願いします。というところで次の発表に移りたいと思います。続きましてはバイス・シュバルツからの発表です。
He said it.
よろしくお願いします。
He said Weiss. He said the word. So they aren't going in order.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。ここからはバイス・シュバルツの発表をしていきたいと思います。本日お届けいたしますのはバイス・シュバルツプロデューサーの米川と、そして
バイス・シュバルツメインパーソナリティ白担当の南あかねです。よろしくお願いいたします。
cutie in the black top.
同じくバイス・シュバルツメインパーソナリティ白担当の西尾優香です。よろしくお願いします。
I have spent lots of money because of her.
ということで短い間ではございますが発表していきますので、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Rebirth collection, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
イベントの PR 情報からお届けしていきます。まずはこちらのスライドをどうぞ。
And I've shown you my Morphonica playmat with her, right?
WGP2022 の全国
Oh, I have
決
a
勝
custom
が
Morphonica
12月
mat
3
that I
日土曜
had
日
set
に
up
レッドベル
where
ゲ
it's
ーミング
OU.
スフィア東京にて行われま
Dressed
し
up as
た。
Nanami.
全国6会場で行われた WGP を勝ち上がった
Okay, I'll post it
16
to
名が
Discord
それぞれ
afterwards.
結成したチームによる熱い決勝大会でした。こちらは YouTube のバイス・シュバルツ&リバースチャンネルにて生配信が行われましたので、見逃してしまった、もう一度見たいという方はアーカイブがございます。ぜひご覧ください。続いては大会情報です。開催予定の大会を一覧でご紹介いたします。どうぞ。12月末からアズールレーンの発売記念大会が各公認店舗で開催され、1月と2月にはキーとヘブン・バーンズ・レッドの発売記念特別大会が開催されます。大会の詳細はブシナビでご確認ください。続いて大会レギュレーションに関わる制限改定についてのご案内です。こちらのスライドをご覧ください。今回制限が追加となるタイトルは左側5等分の花嫁 D サイドトロイメライホロライブプロダクションの3タイトルです。そして制限の解除を行うタイトルは右側鈴宮春日の憂鬱ニセ恋ラブライブサンシャインケイトデートアライブの5タイトルです。
Daily Live looks like it might have some changes there because of the red on the lower right-hand corner.
こちらのスライドは発表会後にバイス・シュバルツのホームページに掲載いたしますので、詳しくはそちらをご覧ください。3月にシーズンメンテナンスを予定しております。
I mean, it was probably due,
続いてはバイス・シュバルツ15周年施策の発表です。バイス・シュバルツは2023年3月29日に15周年を迎えます。
Well, that Kurumi
それ
was
を
hit
記
in
念した
Japanese.
数々の施策を発表していきます。まずはこちらのスライドをどうぞ。バイス・シュバルツ15周年をお祝いするイラストを多数制作いたします。はい、今回のバイス・シュバルツの記念イラストは一つではございません。
Remember that time when they celebrated the
複数のイラストを制作い
13th?
たしまして、それぞれプレイマットなどのグッズを作
We're on the
成したり
15th
な
now.
ど数々のイベントで皆様の元にお届けする予定となっております。
それではどんなイベントがあるのか紹介していき
I
まし
guess
ょ
it
う。
is important to
まずはこ
celebrate
ちら
every
のス
year.
ライドを
You never know
ど
when
う
your
ぞ。
card game's gonna go away.
はい、毎年おなじみの特製 PR カードとプレイマットがゲットできる15周年記念大会春がブシロー
No,
ド
it just
公
makes
認
me
店
feel
舗
old
にて
because I remember the 5th
来年
anniversary.
4月に開催されます。
Wow.
こちらイベント名に
I've been in this a little too long.
春がついていることは これなんかカッコ秋とかもありそうな気配がするんですけども。
Oh no, you got a spammer.
そうなんですね。はい、こちらのスライドをどうぞ。
Wow, you're getting big, dude.
15
If
周
you're
年
getting
記念大
spammers.
会は2度開催されまして、4月の春とは別に10月には15周年記念大会秋も開催いたします。
Not during the
こちらのイベン
Shiyoko.
トは春とは別のイラストを使用した PR カードとプレイマットが手に
Well,
入るイベ
Shiyoko
ント
does
とな
take
り
you
ます。
to the moon for a
開催
date
店舗
for a
など
Weiss
詳
Schwarz
し
play
い情
date.
報は今後の発
In
表
one
を
of the
お
commercials.
楽しみにお待ちください。
I gotta
イ
watch
ベン
those
トは店
commercials.
舗で行
Looks
わ
so
れるも
cool.
のだけではないですよね。
Weird.
続いてのスライドをどうぞ。
He looks like a ball of
4
fun.
月29日、30
Alright,
日に
sure,
東
Korea
京
Fest.
ビッグサイトにて開催される白黒フェス2023
That'll
の特
be
別
some
な
Weiss
入場
tournaments.
チケット
They'll have
と
some
して
special
15
promos
周
and stuff
年
they
記
give
念イラスト
away.
を使用したプレイマット付きの入場チケットが発売されます。
素敵なイラストのプレイマットをゲットしてそ
Some
の
of
プ
that
レイマットを
exclusive
使って
promos.
遊べる白黒フェスに
Need
入
a
場
level
もできちゃうん
3.
ですね。ぜひ皆さんもゲットしてください。イベントの情報
So
が
it sounds
ま
like
だまだ
D-side
続
was
きます。
perfect.
続いてはこちらのスライドをどうぞ。
はい、来年春
Does
開
that
催
mean
予
we're gonna
定
get
の
D-side for English?
BCL2023 の上位賞とし
I
て
hope not.
プレイマそこで配布
It'll
するプレイマッ
terrorize
ト
the
に
meta
15
for
周
a
年記
while,
念イラ
and
ス
then
ト
they'll
を使
ban
用い
it.
たします。BCF
Well,
の
yeah,
開
but
催
when
スケジ
you're
ュール
when
に
you're
ついては
Japanese
決まり次
player,
第お知
you
らせい
see
た
the
しま
set
す
for
の
a
で
year or
続報を
two
お
in
待ちください。
Japanese, and then it comes in English and it's new there, and so you see it there, and you just get so sick of it.
来年秋に開催予定の
Yeah, I could see that.
WGP2023 にもオリジナル
But
イ
now
ラ
you
スト
can
に
see
よ
it
る
in
プレイマッ
English.
トをご用
I
意いたし
actually
ます。
really like the
も
slime
ちろん
anime,
春開催
but
の
if I sit across from it at a Weiss table, I just want to punch the
使
player
用したものとなりますの
because I
で、
blame them for
どち
bringing
らのイ
it.
ベントもふるってご参加いただ
Which
け
is
れば
bad
と
because
思い
my
ます。
significant other and one of my best friends play it a
素敵なイラストがたくさんあるんだ
lot.
ったらプレイマットやカード以外にもスリーブとかデッキホルダーも欲しくなっちゃいますね。
はい、いいこと言っていただきましてありがとうございます。続いてのスライドをどうぞ。はい。WGP2023 の各会場にてですね、はい、バイシュシュバルツ15周年ポップアップストアが登場いたします。
Basically, they're announcing tournament series that they're going to be doing.
カードサプライなどのグッズを販売する予定となっております。
These are the Japanese equivalent to the Spring
初
Fest
出の記念イラストもご用意いたします。
that
詳
English
しい
has.
情報は今後の情報をお楽しみにお待ちください。
はい、15周年記念大会の春と秋、そして白黒フェス、BCF、WGP、さらにポップアップストアで少なくとも6つは素敵なイラストが作られるということで合ってますか？
はい、合ってます。
はい、これは楽しみですね。まだまだ15周年施策があるようです。続いてのスライドをどうぞ。
はい、ブシロード公認
It's kind
店
of
で開
odd
催され
hearing
る
OU
ショップ大会
being
の参加賞をグレードアップ
Because I
い
can
たし
hear the
ます
ring cube underneath of it, but her voice is
どういうこと
lower.
なんでしょう
And
か？
it's kind of like,
次のスライ
what?
ドをどうぞ。
はい、普段は PR カードを配布している月例ショップ大会なのですが、こちら2023年の2月から12月末までの参加賞がなんと PR パックになります。PR パックには複数のタイトルから
Wait, so they
PR カードを収
unrestricted
録
that
いたし
Haruhi
まして、
card?
当たり仕様のカードも収録されます。配布のスケジュールは次のスライドをどうぞ。はい、2月から4月までは毎月違った
Yeah, they got the
PR
Weiss Schwarz
カードが
printout just to make
ゲットできま
sure
し
I
て
think
5月以
people
降は
grab the right notebook
3ヶ月に
when they
一
come
度
out
新
here
しいパックに変わっ
or
ていき
folder
ます。
to do these
ぜひ
announcements.
ご用気にショップ大会にたくさん参加していただいて PR パックをゲットいただければと思います。
ショップ大会にたくさん参加したくなっちゃいますね。お次は15周年記念商品についてです。続いてのスライドをどうぞ。
バイスシュバルツ15周年を記念したプレミアムブースターを発売します。
はい、こちらの商品は過去に発売された商品からカードをピックアップして、2023年仕様にリニューアルした商品となります。どのタイトルの商品が発売されるか気になるところだとは思いますが、こちらも今後の発売をお楽しみいただければと思います。
はい、ということで盛りだくさんの発表でした。バイスシュバルツの15周年がもっともっと楽しみになってしまいましたね。
はい、今回発表できていない15周年施策も鋭意進行中となりますので、ぜひ皆さん楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。またですね、今日発表した内容を含めて たくさんの15周年
At
記
least I
念
don't have
施
to
策
worry
をま
about
と
that
めた
being
特
banned
設
in
ページを 2
English.
月にオープンする予定となっておりますので、そちらも楽しみにお待ちください。15周年を迎えるバイシュ・シュバルツをスタッフ一同もうどんどん盛り上げていきますので、これからも応援のほどどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
最後に
counter
今
that
後
gets
の
rid of
商品
climaxes
スケ
in
ジュールを
play.
おさらいしましょう。どうぞ。
Because that would actually make hard
12月
kind of
9日には
like
キーオールスターが発売されます。あれ、3月と4月になんかハテナがたくさんあるんですけども、米川さんあれは何でしょうか。
はい、こちらですね。今回ちょっと新規参戦タイトルの発表は1月にということでですね、もしヒントになればという形で記載させていただいております。ハテナの数がもしかしたら作品の
And we don't know what's they haven't told us what's in March, and they haven't told us also what's going on in April there with the question mark.
しながら1月の発表
I
を
couldn't
待って
remember
い
when
ただけれ
Groovy
ば
Mix
と
is
思い
coming
ま
out,
す。
but April.
そうですね、ここに
April 20 end
書
of
き切れ
April.
ていない新規参戦作品もまだまだございます。なので、
That is gonna not be fun because I gotta pull together money for a case, and then I also have an expensive
ブシ
Q2
ロード
figure at
新
the end of
春大
April.
発表会2023でですね、ビッ
Is
グタ
that
イトル
Chainsaw
目
Man
白
down
押し
there?
でお届けしたいと
With the
思って
no
おり
date?
ますので、ぜひ皆さんご期待いただければと思います。
はい、ということで1月の
Yeah,
ブシ
because
ロ
that's the
ー
only
ド新
that's
春
the
大
child
発
deck
表会
booster
2023も楽しみですね。
It's a no date.
以
No
上で
date
本日
still.
の発表は終了となります。本日の発表はいかがでしたでしょうか。発表内容はこの発表会終了後ホームページでも公開いたします。なのでおさらいしていただいたりお友達におすすめしていただいたりしてもいいんではないでしょうか。それでは本日は誠にありがとうございました。
They leave it? They leave it?
No, tell me that's not it.
That was your surprise. Remember how you wanted a surprise? Now this surprised me.
That is pretty surprising, yeah.
They are really booked. They are booked out pretty far though.
Yeah, that's why they shouldn't do that where they book out. Hey, I said my surprise I wanted for the night was Rebirth. Oh my god, is that Weiss Schwarz?
15周年ということでお祝い企画が盛りだくさんでございましたが、皆様ぜひぜひ15周年のアイスシュバ
That
ル
makes
ツを
sense. Hololive Super Expo. I mean, it sold really well. Maybe you don't have the English girls in
皆
it.
様お待ちかねのキーワードでございます。3つ目のキーワードこちらで
Wait,
す。
there you have that. Maybe it's a Hololive. I don't know.
がでございます。しっかりメモしてくださいね。というわけで、続いての発表に参ります。続いてはバイス・シュバルツ・ブラウです。
Oh, we got Blau. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted, you know, for a Weiss Schwarz surprise.
Yeah.
I do like the song.
Uh-oh. What is it? Oh, that's her mascot from WoW.
Yeah, it's
はい、
just the
皆様こん
mascot.
にちは。バイス・シュバルツ・ブラウプロデューサーの
So the announcement was a bunch of question marks?
始めていきますが、本日は私
The announcement was effectively the ban list.
Yeah, that.
の伊藤正弘です。
We waited 2 hours for
お前
that?
何回出てくんねんっていう。
You know what?
今回は
It should be like
ア
Wheel
ルゴ
of
ナビスの
Fortune.
メンバーとして
Where they have like a
MC をさせていた
a
だきます
bunch of mystery blanks, and then every week they give you another letter.
はい、皆様ぜひ最後までお楽しみください。
はい。
Yeah, we've all been had.
いきますか
We've all been.
はい。
They announced nothing.
The only thing that could salvage this is Rebirth.
11月19日にブラウの
I mean, even with Blau, we know.
No, at this point, all Rebirth can do is stab a knife in my heart.
Yikes.
皆様もうお手に取っていただけましたでしょうか。
ありがとうございます。A3 そして
I think
イブ
this
人
is all
外カー
stuff
ド
we
コレク
knew
ショ
that
ン
was coming to
劇場
WoW
版
Yeah.
プリンス
I
様
mean, Disney
マジラブスター
has
シ
not
ッツアーズちいかわ
got a date.
ストプリ
Um,
改め
so
て
maybe
見て
they'll
も
give us the date on
め
that.
ちゃめちゃ豪華な5作品ですよね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
お好きな作品からブラウを始めていただけたらなと思います。そして、現在、ブラウの遊び方教室が全国200
The
回
block
開
cards
催中
look
となっ
nice.
ております。伊藤さんやフロムアルゴナビスのキャストの皆さんに
Oh,
は
I forgot to show you this, Audri. I didn't know if you saw these
いただい
pictures.
ておりますが、
There's a lot of ladies
いか
playing.
がでしたでしょうか。
Well, I mean, Blau is kind of going in that direction.
Yeah,
函
there's a
館
lot.
で
Maybe it can draw in that
そうアルゴ
crowd.
ナビスの舞台でもあるし、めちゃめちゃその教室の距離感が近くて、なんかそれが すごく僕たちも
This could have been an email. Well,
個人としてはその
I guess the Shadowverse Bushiroad Global thing could have been an email too, since that was like 2 minutes.
で講習会だと簡単ルールでこう皆さんとに触っていただいてってやってるんですけど、なんかそうやってカードで皆さんと交流できるっていうことを僕たちも
Now there was, if I remember correctly, there was one where they did the Weiss announcements. It wasn't all that much, and at the end of the event, they unveiled Marvel 1. If I remember correctly, so maybe the question marks will get filled in with something.
Oh no, that would be pretty messed up. Because some people would have already just left the stream by then.
Well, literally, that's what they did. They had the statues of Captain America covered with a white tarp until the very end of the stream.
Wait, so
and then they announced stuff.
Is it like a Marvel movie where where people cut out and then in the closing cinematic or like the credits they put that secret scene in?
Yeah. That was kind of how it went.
Okay.
So we're not. I don't want to get everybody's hopes up.
I don't believe that. Audri. I don't believe that that's gonna happen this time around, but I guess we can hope.
Don't scare off the viewers.
What? Hey, I'm just being real.
We have 44 people watching. Thanks to everybody who's sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
東京ビッグサイトにて開催されるブシロードカードゲーム祭り2023へのバイス・シュバルツ・ブラウの参戦が決定しました。
This is Bushiroad. Yes, this is Bushiroad. This is Bushiroad all over. By the way, we're probably not getting that Fujimi
さらにカードゲーム祭りにてデコレーションワークショップを開催いたします。
Well, they don't usually announce reprints on these anyway.
No, I know. But I just was hoping for a Fujimi reprint for English, which is definitely not happening at this point. During this meeting, anyways.
ぜひぜひ皆さんもチェックしてみてください。
はい。カードゲーム祭りの詳細は続報お待ちください。ここからは商品情報の発表となります。
よろしくお願いします。
最初に、12月の23日に、ブースターパックイブ人外カードコレクションが発売となるのですが、収録される書き下ろしカードを紹介します。どうぞ。
I actually wanted to get the Zingai, but it was sold out.
はい。
Look cool. I have no idea what Zingai is. I've never seen it.
ブースターパックには高木一先生、キューバメロ先生、米室先生による豪華書き下ろしイラストを収録しておりまして、他にも楽曲の世界観がより強く表現された素敵なカードが盛りだくさんとなっております。
世界観がもうね、段違いというか。
本当にもう
すごく魅力的ですよね。
What the heck? I thought this was simplified. I saw words
そんな
on
ブー
this
スター
thing.
パックなんですけれども、今月の23日クリスマスイブの前日に発売となります。ぜひお手に取っていただきたいなと思います。
よろしくお願いします。
はい、お願いいたします。さらに1月27日に発売されるブースターパックチーカーに収録されるカードを一部初公開します。どうぞ。
あ、かわいいな。
ありがとうございます。ブースターパック
キュルンかぶりしちゃいました。
I could feel the disappointment coming from you.
たくさん収録予定となっております。
そうか、他の仲間たちも
Thanks to Ty Pruitt, he just got me the information on the ban list while we're looking at Quince, the 3/2 Nino that's used in the English meta deck as well as the Japanese meta deck's been restricted to 2. That's a very similar hit to what they did to Kurumi. That absolutely destroyed the Kurumi deck. I don't know how Nino's gonna Nino might be able to hold up better, but D side got hit pretty hard, thankfully.
There you go. Look at that, Frozen.
すごいですよね。ディズニー作品もちょっと一緒にというか参加していただいて。
That looks exciting.
まだまだありましてですね。
That fits the theme pretty well.
スタートデッキ等の
Yeah, Itsuki's gonna move on up, right?
4月21日に決定しました。
来月3月の次ですね。翌月に。
Two Sora cards got hit in Hololive. I'm not super familiar with that, unfortunately, to break that one down. Haruhi, Emo Swing, or the World in Faded Colors, the pretty notorious event that didn't even get printed in English, got unbanned. A massive unbanning happened in Nisekoi. The notorious 3-2 Marika that wasn't even printed in English because it was so stupid strong for its time. Apparently, it has finally been unbanned. Love Life Sunshine got a drop search totally removed from the unbanning. That's not very helpful, to be honest.
Yeah.
That needs to be freed, but at least they looked at it.
Yeah.
The Shiro from Fate Stay Night, I believe it's the one that gives Master and Servants Clock on Core. That's been unbanned. And Day Day Live got My Little Shido back.
Wait, what happened to it? They got it back?
Yeah, it's unbanned now in JPEG.
Okay.
Odds are they will look at this. This is what they're going to look at for English. The English side, when they've done the ban list in the past, they use it as a guide. So
Detective Conan,
might get a lot less cool in Japanese, in English here soon. Which, wow, that stinks because that's the deck I play.
I'm getting this set.
Okay. This is pretty good news for Blau.
I don't even know why they have it as like adult form on there, because that dude's never changing back.
It's been 20 years now, hasn't it?
It's been a really long time. I'm still a believer. I still watch that Friday night. I don't know what I'm doing watching that, but still knowing that he's never changing back.
疲れますね、4月に。
ぜひ映画と一緒に、アニメの名探偵コナンのカードを
There's Chinese oh yeah, we were talking about Chinese cards before, so I guess add that onto the list of Chinese cards.
はい。すごいですね。たくさんありますが、どれもね、発売が待ち遠しいですが。
Speaking of the Chinese Marvel cards, Zach Craig is the guy who sells the official ones, the ones that's actually a TCG.
Alright.
So he would know all about that stuff.
All the different ones. I'll have to rewatch some of those. I never can catch the drip streams live. I watch it. I watch replays of it.
Bushiroad 新春大発表会2023にて発表いたします。
Because some are crazy late at night. Like sleeping, man.
それ以上はね、そうですよね。ここで話したらダメですもんね。
そうですね。あんまり変なこと言うと語弊が生むので。
失礼しました。じゃあね、楽しみにしてますと思う。
お願いいたします。
He was here a while.
今後のイベントや商品情報については、ぜひバイス・シュバルツ・ブラウ公式 Twitter、Instagram をフォローして続報をお待ちください。
はい、発表内容は発表会終了後、ホームページや公式 Twitter でも公開するので、ぜひおさらいしたり、お友達にね、勧めたり
If I'm free, I'll try to catch that.
それでは、
I don't know if I have to do my chainsaw man.
ありがとうございました。
Man, these things are going quick. A lot faster than Cardfight Vanguard.
Oh, I mean, both Weiss and Blau, though, are pretty announced out for a while.
Yeah. I mean, they did that with English side, too. So I don't know what the winter conference is even going to look like for English side. That's how I was like, yeah, you guys named a lot of stuff.
The winter conference, they need to give us a date on Avatar.
Yeah, but still, outside of that, like, dates are just, you know.
What's our furthest set out? Like February, March or April? English?
さあというわけでお決まりになってまいりましたキーワードの発表でございます。
Because power up sets for March,
でございますね。
and then
こちらの
April
キー
is
ワードは
Bang Dream.
はい。とでございます。ちょっとずつ
Yeah,
全
Bang
体が
Dream.
見えてきました
The
ね
April.。
さあ最後の一文字。
So winter conference could give us
最
like
後の一言が完成してのキーワードでございますので、
late spring, early
皆さ
summer
ん最後
sets.
までどうぞお見逃しなきよ
No,
う
because
よ
we
ろ
already
しく
know
お
we
願い
got
いたしま
Grisaya and
す。さあというわけで次の
Quinns.
発表に移ろう
It-
か
It's
と
more
思い
just
ます。
tacking dates on.
続いての発表は
Oh, that's true.
リ
Yeah,
バー
see,
ス
so
交流
it's
会の
like
発表です。よろしくお
you
願い
could
いた
just,
します。
as said earlier, you could just send us an email with the dates. Alright, here is the surprise of the night. This is my call. Rebirth for you.
エントリーインということで、リ
Oh,
バ
it's
ー
the
ス
weird dress
TCG
guy
開
and
発
the
プ
weird
ロデューサーの
mascot.
浅野と
You
ゆうちゃ
like
ん
the
です。
mascot?
よ
I
ろし
like
くお
the
願いし
mascot. Look at
ま
her.
The mascot kind of scares me. but I think this dude scares me more.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。アニメリバース寿咲役の葉月ひまりです。よろしくお願いします。
いや、皆さん改めましてありがとうございます。葉月さんもありがとうございます。
佐野さん、いきなり何ですか
？Like on stage right here. Just
Yoko's gonna win because she's psychotic.
So they're just ramming each other in their mascot outfit.
答えは一つですよ。こちらです。2023年3月でリバースはなんと発売3周年を迎えます。ありがとうございます。
Oh, I hope I got those booklet cards with my
ありがとうご
Licorice
ざいます。
Recoil.
これも皆さんがリバースを楽しんでくださっているからですもんね。ということはもちろん楽しいことが待っているんですよね、浅野さん。
はい、もちろんです。楽しいことをご用意いたしましたので順番にご紹介させていただきます。まずはこちら。
Oh no!
3月のショップ大会、プレミアムショップ大会の
It just looks rapid because they're so short and steady. That's all that's being weird.
参加者各優勝者には記念の武士並み称号を配布します。
はい、こちらのですね、ケイちゃんの書かれた3周年記念ハンコ風デザインのパートナーカードを参加賞に追加でプラス1枚でお渡しさせていただきます。
Chainsaw Man, I have no idea when that's coming out.
武士ナビ称号も参加の皆さんには
That's why hopefully they release it at the same
各
time
店舗さんでの優勝者の
as
方には
JP
金文字版のものを
because if not, that's a
プレゼン
long
トという
time to
形で
wait.
2種類ご用意いたしましたので、ぜひぜひご参加いただいてゲットしていただければと思います。
I do like our movements.
続いてはこちらです。
発売3周年記念イベントサードアニバーサリーツアー全国8カ所で開催です。
ありがとうございます。今年の春はですね、タイトルカップを全国各地で開催させていただいたんですが、2023年はネオスタンダードの大会も含めまして、さらに楽しんでいただけるような内容をご用意いたします。2月からですね、春にかけて開催してまいりますので、上半期はぜひこちらを目指していただいてリバース楽しんでいきましょう。続をこちらお待ちいただければと思います。
はい。
I just noticed this shirt.
佐野さん、
Took me a while.
発表の途中
But
で
it
す
looked
が、
like there
こ
was
こ
a
で
straw
ニュ
inside
ー
of
ス
a
速報で
hamburger.
す。なんと発売3周年のお祝いにゲストが来てくれたようです。一体どなたなんでしょうか。皆さん大きな拍手でお迎えください。ブックオフといえばこの方、スペシャルゲストよむよむくんです。どうぞ。よむよむくん、こんにちは。来てくれてありがとう。
現在ですね、ブックオフ様では約
Book off. It's
70
book
店
off,
舗ほ
not
ど
book
で
it.
リバース商品お
I was
取り
thinking
扱い
the
いただいて
Pizza
おりま
Hut
し
thing.
て、先日はコ
That's
ラボ
how
キ
you
ャ
can
ンペーンとして
tell
こちら
how old
に
a person
表示されております。PR カードもプレゼントさせていただくなど、よむよむくんがパートナーカードに登場してくれました。
はい。今日はよむよむくんからも一つ発表があるそうです。こちら。ブックオフ連携大会2023年2月開催決定です。
What is he, Audrey?
イエーイ。
ブッ
クオフ様では広いファイトスペースが設置された店舗様も多くですね、公認大会も開催いただいております。今回ですね、限定大会として特典景品もご用意させていただきますので、ぜひご参加いただければと思います。
なんかよむよむくん元気だね。浅野さん、どうやらよむよむくんも大会に参加してみたいそうですよ。
よーし、よむよむくん、じゃあ早速今から私とリバースドックに行きましょうか。じゃあ葉月さん、あとはよろしくお願いします。
ちょっと浅野さん、もういつも発表会の途中でいなくなっちゃうんだから。じゃあゆうちゃん、ここからは2人で発表していこうね。頑張ろうね。続いてはじゃあイベント情報です。こちら、チャレンジサバイバルフィフスチャレンジ2023年3月から5月開催決定です。来年は春からスタートとなりますので、続報をお待ちください。また現在12月はフォースチャレンジが各地で開催中です。ふるってご参加ください。続いてはこちら、リバースフェス2023。
Well, I would have never thought Higurashi would come out to a Bushiroad card game anyway, so that hurts. So I don't even know where I guessed because
大規模なトリオ大会をはじめ、リバースキャスト参加
I would have
の
said
企画
Licorice
があり、
Recoil,
来
but
場
that
特
already
典ありのお
happened.
祭りなので、
So
普段カジュアルに遊んでいる方
I don't
も
know what
ぜ
else
ひお
could
越し
hurt
くだ
me.
さい。
What else is
皆さんぜ
coming
ひ
out?
今からスケジュールを押
We
さえ
know
てくださいね。
Chainsaw. If they go
続いて来年
Chainsaw Man to
失礼しま
Rebirth
し
for
た。
you
続いて
instead of
新
Weiss,
年イ
that
ベン
would
トの
hurt.
お知らせです。こちら、新春リバース祭り2023、1月14日、15日、ホビーステーション名古屋大須本店で開催します。 リバースキャストも参加するカジュアルデーと真剣勝負の日で2日間。
Yeah, see, like all the anime that I could think of already went to different games.
ということで
I don't think it could damage me any
浅野
further.
さんがまだ準備ができていないそうです。
What did Yuna say earlier? Solo leveling. Solo leveling to Rebirth.
お待たせいたしました。
That'd be insane. That's the kind of surprise I want to see.
Yeah, that would do it. I think that would
大
do
変お
it.
待たせい
He
たしました。
changed.
戦略発表会に再びエントリーインということで、改
Yeah, that's the
め
same
まして
guy.
TCG 開発プロデューサーの浅野です。よろしくお願いいたします。
はい浅野さん、
What a
ヨムヨム
diva.
くんとの特訓は終わっちゃったんですか？
そうですね、リバース簡単お手軽なので、これくらいの時間でもサクッとできちゃうということで、ヨムヨムくんももう
You know
今や
what's
立
knocked
派な
out.
リバースファイターになってお
He
りま
was
す。
just recovering from the
ということで
devastating
ですね、こ
surprise
こから
from
は
Weiss
私
Schwarz.
から、まずは使用制限についてのお知らせをさせていただきます。
Yeah,
こちらです。
I've just been patiently waiting for
はい、
next
リ
month's
バースです
stream.
ね、今回の使用制限の追加はございません。各タイトルの使用状況や現在の環境を鑑みて検討させていただき
That
ま
was
して、
brutal though.
2023
I
年
will
も
say, because
皆
you're
さん
thinking something's
の
going
デ
to
ッキレシピ
happen
を
and you
掲
just
載
get a
する
ban
機会が
list.
ございますので、引き続きイベントなど振るって
I think it
ご参
wouldn't
加い
be
ただ
as
きます
bad
よう
if
ど
it
うぞ
wasn't 1
よろ
a.m.
しくお願いいたします。
Yeah, that
はい
too.
ではでは続きまして、
Yeah, I guess I'm
皆
kind
さ
of
んお
lucky
待
because
ちか
I'd
ね
be
の
up at this
商
time
品情
anyway.
報です。
Seriously?
まずはこちら
I'd be gone.
Oh yeah, me, Zach
統合プロ
Craig,
ジェクトブー
Christian
スターパック第
Arroyo,
2弾
Ty Pruitt, yeah, we'd all be
2023
up,
年2
but
月
probably
17日
talking
金
to
曜
each
日
other.
発売決定です。
はい、皆様大変お待たせいたしました。こちらですね、リバース立ち上げのタイトルであ
I get
る
up at
東宝
5
プロジェ
a.m.
クトから
so
ブースターパック第2弾
I can't
I
stay
get up at
up.
like
2023年
9:30,
の
so
27日金曜日に発売をさせ
Was
てい
that
ただき
already
ます。
announced, or is that
フ
new?
ァンの皆様、リバースユーザーの皆様の期待に応えていただけるよう、開発中でございますので、こ
Maybe.
ちら、感じの方の楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。こちらの商品につ
The ones
い
we
てもう
know
一つお
that
伝
are
え
coming
したいこと
still
が
are
ございます。
Hollow
こちら
Live
です。
and
アプリ東宝ロストワードからイラストの使用が決定しました。
はい、東宝プロジェクトを原作としたスマートフォン向け公認二次創作 RPG の
That might hurt some
東
people
宝ロスさん
in
か
on
ら
the
ブー
white
スター
side.
パック第2弾へイラストを収録させてい
yeah,
た
no,
だ
that
きます。
doesn't
可
do
愛いキャラ
anything
クター
for
たちが
me.
とっても魅力的なイラストになってますので、ぜひこちらも楽しみにしておいていただければと思います。そしてさらに、東宝プロジェクトさん、こちらもございます。東宝プロジェクトさんの製品です。以前の製品かなり前に発売させていただきましたので、
Jeez, okay.
今では手に入りにくいカードかなり多くなっておりますので、リファインブースターも同時に発売させていただきます。こちらですね、2020年に発売させていただいたトライアルスタートデッキブースターパック、
I'm
カー
glad
ド
none
ロー
of
ダー
this
セット
hurts
に
me
含まれ
at
て
all.
いた過去のカードがそのまま再収録されたパックになっており
Yeah,
ます。
I never
はい、
played it,
過
but
去の
I
カードがそ
I
の
know
ま
it's
ま
really
収録とい
popular.
うことは今から始めたいという方もこのパックを買えばこれまでの必要なカードも手に入れられるってことですかね。
はい、そういうことになっております。最近ですね、リバースに触れていただいた方などはぜひですね、こちら
I
を手
can't
に
get
取っ
into
ていただ
Gata's
ければ
story.
と思
I
い
know
ます。
a bunch of
はい、
people like
続
it.
い
I
て
just
は
can't
こち
do
ら。
it.
フェイトグランドカーニバルトライアルデッキブー
Grand
スターパック
Oh, that's gonna hurt some
2023年
people.
3月10日金曜日発売決定です。
Oh, well, dang. That looks really
はい、
cool.
大人気スマートフォン向け RPG フェイトグランドオーダーから生まれたシ
I'm
ョートア
getting
ニメの
that.
本作
Yeah,
品
why
で
not?
すが、今度はリバースの舞台で
Yeah, there's
マ
no
スターと
guarantees
サーバ
ever
ント
coming to
たちがお
Weiss.
祭り騒ぎを繰
And
り
even
広
if
げ
it
ます。
does
ト
to
ライアルデ
English,
ッキとブー
it
スター
might
パッ
not
ク
have
の2商
signatures.
品が2023年3月10日の金曜日同時発売となりますので、詳細こちらも今後の情報をお
The
待ちくださ
Girls
い。
Band
続
Pico,
いてはこ
DJ
ちら
Petit,
ブル
Uma
ー
Pion
が
of
ブルーアーカイブブー
State
ス
Grand
ターパッ
Order.
ク第2弾
Or
Second
Fixing It.
set?
2023年
Blue
4月
Archive?
21日金曜日
This set
発
did
売
really
決定
well.
です。
It got reprinted.
はい、こちらですね、大人気スマートフォン向けアプ
Is
リ
that
ゲーム
a-
ブルーアーカイブよ
is that
り
a
ブ
game
ースタ
or
ー
a
パック
show?
第2弾が4月21日金曜日に発売となります。今年発売させていただいた第1弾も大変ご好評いただきまして、再販も行わせていただきました。
Okay, let's
多くの
appreciate
皆
it.
さんが待ち望んでおられる第2弾ですので、より一層リバースを楽しんでいただける内容となるように開発を進めてまいります。こちらもですね、詳細今後の情報をお
Yeah,
待ちいただけ
they're
ればと思います。
about that chibi life.
本日の発表は以上となります。
Well, for anybody that thought it was dead, it's still here.
浅野は考えた。
It stopped.
発売3周年記念イベント、サードアニバーサリーツアーの発表が案外さらっとしていたのではないか。もっとドキドキす
This
る
guy
ような
about to
発
sing a
表にできた
solo?
の
What's
では
going
ない
on?
I don't know. I feel like something surprising
浅
is
野は
gonna
考
happen.
えた。 そして冒険することにした。
はい、というわけでこれからですね、3周年記念大会の会場生抽選を行っていきたいと思います。葉月さん、ご説明をお願いいたします。
はい、発売3周年の感謝を込めて、イベント機会の少ない地域にも伺うことをエンタメっぽく決めていきたいと思います。こちらですね。はい、このボックスの中には今年の WGP 開催地を除きリバースの大会が開催可能な公認店舗様がある都道府県のパネルが入っています。今から生抽選で1箇所浅野さんが引いて決めていきます。ということで、例えばこうやって引いていくとドン、神奈川県というようにこの中に都道府県が入っております。はい、では浅野さん、サードアニバーサリーツアー開催地を1箇所決めちゃってください。
はい、それでは引かせていただきます。
Oh, they even labeled it in that box.
Box?
こちらです。長崎県になります。
はい、ではサードアニバーサリーツアーは長崎県で開催決定です。残りの開催地区は続報をお待ちください。
はい、ぜひ長崎県に、で開催できること、私も楽しみにしておりますので、ぜひぜひ皆さん長崎開催の際はお越しいただければと思います。
よろしくお願いします。本日発表内容はこの後公式ホームページにも掲載いたしますので、皆さん改めてチェックしてください。それでは以上、リバース戦略発表&生抽選会でした。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
I don't know what that was, but that was a cool dramatic effect. I give it to him for showmanship.
Yeah.
Best presentation of the night.
That was all very surprising.
We
I
don't
definitely
even
was
know what it
not
means.
expecting that.
Rebirth for you isn't dead. That's all I got from that.
はい、というわけでリバース4Uからの発表
Was that
で
the
ご
last
ざい
game?
ました。
Oh, and the Fate.
今回は
The Fate one. I'm gonna buy that Fate one.
しちゃうなんてちょっとドキドキしましたね。
Okay, that
はい、
looked
という
cool.
ところ
It
でです
looked
ね、
really
キ
cute.
ーワード
I
の
like
発
seeing
表
that
に行きた
saber
い
and
と
the
思いま
mosh.
す。今
Mosh
回
looked
のキ
really
ーワー
nice.
ドは
Have you seen? I'm pretty sure that's a.
No, I didn't see it.
They made an
Fate
anime
Carnival.
for that.
Oh, I guess we
Yeah.
have to do Shadowverse Evolve.
最後までどうぞご覧ください。キーワードは残り一つでござ
We
い
don't need
ま
this
す。
junk anymore.
さ
It's
あ、と
coming
いう
out
わ
to
けで続い
English.
ての発表に移りたいと
Well,
思います。
they
続いての
needs
発
to know
表
what's
は
coming out in
シャドーバー
English.
ス
No,
エ
I
ボ
know,
ル
I'm
ブよろしくお願い
joking.
します。
Oh shoot.
Music makes it sound way more, makes it sound too serious for a Bushiroad game.
はい、シャドーバースエボルブで商品イベントプロデューサーをやっております。武将の河津です。よろしくお願いいたします。はい、それでは早速、本日はゲストの方をお迎えして、進行してまいりたいと思いますので、早速ご紹介させていただきます。サイゲームス専属キャスター友田和樹さんと海老原優さんです。どうぞ。
どうもお願いします。
はい、
よろしくお願いします。
じゃあ友田さんから自己紹介の方簡単にお願いします。
はい、
They need a bigger crowd for the audience. That's what needs to happen. But they're still spread out in the crowd. You can see
同
it.
じくサイゲームス専属キャスターの海老原優です。よろ
It's
しくお
the
願いし
social
ます。
distancing.
はい、
Yeah,
ありが
but
とうご
the
ざいます。
guys on stage
本
here
日
don't
は
have the
この
glass
3名で
panel
進
or
行
the
をい
weird
たし
mask
ま
that
す。
kind of
どう
sits
ぞ
on
よ
the
ろしくお願い
face.
いたします。
Actually, now they're closer than they were before.
はい、それでは早速参りましょう。まずは、今後の商品のおさらいです。こちらどうぞ。
They just need more bodies and
はい
seats.、
ブースターパック、フレームオブレーバ10がいよいよ来週12月16日金曜日に発売となります。
Look at that, Audrey. They're going back to their roots. Look at the color on that February one.
Yeah.
It's the Morphonica Shadowverse Evolve deck.
そして、ブースターパック第4弾
I mean, you got Rui right there.
24日金曜日に発売となります。こちらはアプリ版のカードパック第4弾、テンペスト・オブ・ザ・ゴッツとカードパック第6弾、
Well, bro, yeah, these are the Shadowverse or Thai Games executives, and I'm pretty sure the people in the seats are Bushiroad people who work for Bushiroad, so they don't have to clap as hard.
アプリでも遊んでいただくとしては本当に楽しみなカードがたくさんある中で、 アプリでもコラボされていたコードギアスのコラボがあると聞いてますので、そちらも本当に一作品のファンとして楽しみです。
はい、ありがとうございます。今後も、パック商品につきましては2ヶ月に1回、発売していきますのでお楽しみにしていただければと思っております。そしてブーサパック第3弾の発売日にはこんなキャンペーンを行わせていただきます。
No, because then you make people watch the whole stream to get their Shadowverse
Evolve 年末年始購入キャンペーンです。対象店舗でシャドーバースエボルブの関連商品を2000円以上ご購入いただくとプレミアム加工の PR カード
You don't put your warm-up act at the back half of the concert.
I do. I start out strong.
ありがとうございます。
You come out blasting in the first couple of minutes.
なくなり次第終了のキャンペーンとなっております。
And then do that dramatic thing with Rebirth to end it.
続いてこちらの情報です。
That's how I would have done it.
はい、シャドーバースエボルブグランプリの情報です。現在、計5会場が終了しまして、残すところはグランプリ大阪のみとなりまして、名古屋の方に来ていただいて、
I like that card. Look at the one in the middle with the dude in it.
はい、まずは僕から名古屋大会で実況という立場で携わらさせていただいたんですけど、本当に熱気がすごくて、その場で高レベルの戦い、ハイレベルの戦いを実況してるだけで僕たちも参加した気分になれたし、
Yeah, they announced nothing.
They announced nothing. You get nothing.
皆様に混じって遊ばせていただいて、
Do you remember that from Willy Wonka?
すごい楽しかったですね。
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. You get nothing. You lose.
Oh, 50 lifting drink. You got nothing.
That's what happened tonight. If you're wondering what happened tonight, that's what happened tonight. Yeah, we got 2 mystery sets.
金曜日という風になっております。
With question
グラン
marks.
プリの大阪では対戦のレギュレーションに
We got a bunch of question
こ
marks.
ちらもご説明させていただきます。
I still think you're going to be Chainsaw Man, Booster Pack, and Trial Deck.
1点目です。試合時
Yeah,
間の
we're getting some Hollow Live again. Hollow Live makes sense. It did super well. Why not?
30分に変更いたします。
Because we've had enough Hollow Live?
No, we just restricted it, so now we can put more new stuff out.
We do not need more Hollow Live.
10月から開
We
催
need
しておりま
more.
した2日制の大会で、その結果を踏まえま
Because
して
Audri, there is always another Hollow Live generation to
できるで
print.
あろうというふうな見込みが立ちましたので、プレイヤーの皆さんにより良い体験をお届けできるように、景色の方を
We got
変更させてい
infinite
ただ
amount
けれ
of
ばと思って
VTubers.
おります。そしてグランプリ大阪の、最後の、ご紹介なんですけれども、こちらでもまた追加となる開催記念アイテム等を、ご準備しておりますので、ぜひ、こちらの方、
Yeah, we got Blau. Blau is
近日中に
something
ラインナ
else.
ップを公開いたしますので、お楽しみにしていただければと思っております。
I think the best thing of the night
それ
was
では、
the
続いての情
Rebirth
報です。
Fate Grand Carnival.
Now,
カ
seeing
ード
OU.
の使用制限に関するルールについて
It was seeing OU.
Oh, seeing OU. You could just bring up a, her YouTube channel. Watch her microwave a Noichio
Oh,
marshmallow.
I do watch those.
Yeah, see, I did watch that too. It was good.
Now know how to treat a Yochio plushie because of
You
her.
punch
そ
in
う
the
ですね。
face.
はい。具体的には次のスライドでわかるかなと思いますので、そちらの方で、ご紹介させて
Actually, mine is sitting about 3 feet from me right now.
新しいルールとしまして、今回
My wife took mine upstairs, my 2 upstairs. She was tired of it sitting on the kitchen
殿
table.
堂入りカードに追加された
I had mine on the kitchen table for like a good month,
カードと
and she finally just grabbed it and threw it
ま
upstairs.
た使用制限の方
I
針につ
collect
きましては
Nezubiris,
環境に応じて
so
更新を
the
都度検討いた
second
しま
half
す
of the sofa
そして
is
最後
literally
重要
just
な
a
点なん
tower
で
of
すけども
Nezubiris
初
and
回は
Yochos and that.
更新の有無
Nice.
今回の
And then at the end of the sofa is my big life-size plush Rina from Higurashi Cleaver.
といったところで、今回の経緯としま
At
して
least
は、
it's
伝統
a.
的なカードというのは大きな成
Does
績
anybody use them as
成
pillows?
績に貢献したカードということになりますので、
It would work as a pillow.
Yeah, see? You had
Oh,
some
the
pillows.
Nezubiris? The Nezubiris, I really hope nobody uses
これ
them
は
as
質
pillow,
問なん
but
ですけども、進化の
but the
前
Rena
後と
the
かがあるじ
Rena
ゃないですか。 これは
Cleaver would work as a pillow
って
definitely.
いうルールっていうのもまた出てくるわけですよね。
そうですね。
Yochio would
こ
also
ちらの方
work
に
as a
決まって
pillow.
おりまして、簡単にご説明しますと、進化前後のあるカードにつきましては、それぞれ進化前後に1枚ずつの
Unlike OU, though, I
カー
didn't
ド
roll
の
on my
殿堂入りカー
Yochio.
ドと設定するのか、それとも片方だけなのかというのを個別に設定いたし
You
ます
know,
ので、例えば
seeing how this has gone, and we know kind of what the English one's gonna be like,
進化後のカードは3枚入れられるみたいなこともあったりしますので、その都度のカードの情報を
Yeah, I guess I'll still do it,
い
but
ただきたいなというふうに思って
I know it's just gonna be depressing.
いやこれは結構環境も動きそうで面白いですね。
Not depressing, but uneventful. How about that? Change of words. Uneventful.
Oh, the English
Yeah,
that's English
I mean
made?
because of how this one went, you know the one for January for winter English is gonna be the same way.
来年の1月のショップ大会
Probably.
される PR パックがボリューム
Those
3
are
となります
fancy
の
cards.
They
で
are
新
fancy.
があります
This is what we get to look
商
forward
品
to,
の配布
right?
形式ですが参加賞として
Probably.
PR パック
Yeah.
ボリューム3を1パック優勝賞でイラスト違いのスーパ
Oh,
ー
more
レジェンド
PR
シー
packs.
赤月明治
You know, I love the
PR パックを
distribution on PR packs.
ランダム賞と
It's
して
got that
優勝
nice
賞と同じ
not for sale on there.
赤月明治1枚を
Why is that in English
そして
anyways?
PR パック1パックを1名に配布させていただ
Because
くという
Japanese
ような形
stores
に
probably won't sell it.
さらに
English stores
期間
will.
内で大会にご参加いただく方には武士の賞100万点から
We're targeting this not for sale for you people.
うわこれ
You
はちょっと
people on
明
the
治
English
イラ
side.
スト違いってことですねこれ。
You
そういうことです
stupid
ね
いや
Westerners.
欲しいですねしかも SL 仕様ってことですもんね。
そうですね
う
はい
わ
かなり欲しいですねこれ
これはちょっと行かないといけないですね
Scumbag
ショップ大
backup
会。
Westerners.
That's
そして
right.
本日は残りのカードも
Yeah, we know the first
Right.
half of the
もちろ
next
ん
year,
公開の方
so
をさせていただきます
ありがとうござい
I
ます。
can't imagine what
こ
the
ちら
winner
を
one's
ご
gonna be
覧
like.
ください。
うわすごい。
といったところで PR パックボリューム3にはご覧の10種を
I was thinking this was like a fairy tale thing.
またイラスト違いのスーパーレジェンド仕様
Yeah.
It like
It
has
doesn't
that
look
look,
Alice in
but
Wonderland,
then you look off to the right and I got a robot. Or it looks like a chess piece. Looks like
Actually, I was
a
thinking
robot.
I was
そ
thinking
し
that
て
looks like a
ま
Power
た
Ranger
過去の
Zord.
加工なんですけれども今年の7月から9月に配布していた PR パック
Yeah, okay, so this thing is just all over the place. No, but
Yeah.
it looks like it, because look at the one in the bottom middle.
いたいかな
That looks like a
思いました
goose.
ので今回カードの実
Yeah,
物
fairy
を
tale
小
goose.
田さん、海老原さんに
なんと
実は
なんとね
お渡しをさせていただいて
届いております
ここに
はい、というところ
Oh
で
no,
こ
we're
ちら
just
ご覧に
grasping
な
at
れます
anything in
で
this.
しょうか
Oh,
海老原さん
flashing cards. That's what's been missing from this, right? People just flashing
Actually,
cards.
the cards this time.
でまあ
Yeah,
フ
just
ラワープリンセスについて
all
は
he has to do is
まあ
reflect the light on it
っていう
and
カード
get
が
our
出てくるの
attention.
でもしかするとそこに
Is
入
that
る
the
可能
first
性もあっ
time
て
they've
あれあれ
shown
上げたい
cards?
コレクターの
Yeah.
方で
Did I?
も欲しい
Actually, like physical cards, yeah. Just shine it. Just give us something.
まあ、ホーリーファルコン疾走を出せるということなので、まあ、強力な盤面展開に使え
At
る
this
カー
point,
ド
I'll
という
take
ことで、まあ、ビ
anything.
ショップに新しいカードを送り込んでくれる一
I'm a Royo, you actually have to buy from a
ありがとうございます。
very specific
そして
distributor.
僕の手元にあります
And
こ
I
っちが
think you have to have a
激レア
storefront to get the PR packs when you
は
buy
い、こ
booster
ちら優
boxes.
勝ランダム賞でもらえる赤ずきん明治と、こちら PR パックにごく稀に封入されるルナルの魔術師プリスの2枚となっています。これ僕的熱いポイントがありまして元のレアリティゴールドですよねこれ。
そうですね、ゴールドですね。
なんで SL は存在しないカードなんですがここでイラスト違いで登場するとちょっとマニア視点でも欲しい2枚になりますね。
はい、ありがとうございます。ぜひこちらもコレクションを目的にご参加の方いただければなというふうに思っております。
いやすごい、ぜひお待ちしております。
はい。ショップ大会の情報につきましては公式サイトで掲載させていただきますので、ぜひこちらをご覧ください。続いて公式イベントに関する情報の方をお伝えさせていただきます。こちらをご覧ください。はい。4月29日、30日に東京ビッグサイトで開催されるブシロードカードゲーム祭り2023にシャドーバースエボルブも参戦が決定いたしました。
おーすごい、
はい、
これはすごい。
ありがとうございます。
はい、
やった
その名もエボルブフェス2023というところで、本日は大会
I think our energy is
の
sucked
情
out
報
of us
を
at
お
this
伝
point.
えできればなと思います。こちらです。
Yuda's gone.
はい。
Yeah, I'm
We
just
lost
trying to
one.
figure out how to ad lib.
We lost one.
What do I ad lib at this
はい、
point?
トリオバトルっていう
I don't think you
開
do.
催いたします。
出たいねこれ。
I think at some point you
はい
just give
開
up.
催日は
You
4
know
月
that.
の
Oh, but no, no,
30
no.
日
We
で
got one
形式で
surprise
開催
left.
となり
Audri
ます
believes.
詳細の
Remember,
方は
you
また
you
後
were
日
you were
Yeah,
telling
that
us
is
that
true.
大会の
I
参加
better
者
see
'There
an,
is still a chance.
チ
an
ームの
Iron Man
商品を
walk
した
out onto
商
the
品を
stage at
贈
some
呈させてい
point.
ただきます。
めっちゃいいなこれ。
If not, we got
と
you
い
to
うとこ
blame
ろで、こちらの方
for
ま
even
た、
telling us about
本イベン
that.
ト入場チケットのご購入と必要にはなるんですけれども、また、特典チケットの、情報だったり、来場特典の情報につきましては、後ほど公開させていただきますのでよろしくお
Hey,
願い
is
いたし
DC
ま
like loved around the world too, or no?
あ、そういうことですね。
これは嬉しい。
はい。
Not sure how that
この
how
後
these
発表
things
され
work.
るので。
Well, you know, like
お待ちください。はい。
we got Marvel for Weiss. What about like
続いての情報に移らせていただき
what
ま
about a
す。こちらをご
Superman
覧く
and
ださい。
and Rebirth for you or something.
はい。
Would that
シャドー
work?
バスエボルブの大型大会である
Don't
グラ
give
ンプ
them
リ
any
と
ideas.
年間王者の決
You know what
定
this?
する
You know in
大
Green
会ジャ
Lantern,
パンチャンピオンシップを
the Ryan
2023
Reynolds
年も
Green
開催させ
Lantern.
ていただきます。
I would actually want
来年もやるんですね。
Billy
はい、
Batson's
やります。
続けてやってくれると。
はい、やります。
What?
まあ、2022年度で、開催してい
Oh,
た
Shazam!
実績も
Oh,
ご
I
ざ
can't
いま
wait
す
to
の
see
で、そ
that
こをベース
movie.
にしつつ、
Hopefully it's good.
来年
I
度
like the
開催で
first
きれば
one.
なと。
I'm not sure about the second one.
はい。
I'm not a
といったところで
superhero
ここ
fan
ま
at
で
all, but I
で
like Black
新しい
Adam.
情報をお伝えしていたんです
That
が
was a good movie.
まだあります。はい。
I did
では
not
次の
realize
ス
how
ライ
many
ドに行っていた
Shazams
だい
there
て
were.
はい。シャドーバスエボルブいろん
Well,
な、
that was the odd thing about the
今
first
回
movie
公開さ
is
せていただいたこと
the
も含めて、
multiple
あと今
Shazam
年い
thing
ろん
where
な
he
こと
gives
を
his
チャレン
power
ジしてき
out.
たわけですけれ
In
ど
the
も、
original
次のステー
comic
ジに
books,
向け
that
て
wasn't
新たな
towards like the
企画を
very
実
end
施
of
して
the
いきたい
comic
な
book.
というふうに思っております。
It was literally
本日
something that
イベン
was
ト関連
done
に
kind of the
紐づ
prop.
く
He gave it to
まあ
Barry
コミ
Marvel
ュニティ
early on,
の
I
強化を
think.
目的にした企画を
But
3つほどご用意しておりますので、はい、
The
ぜ
giving
ひ
it
ご
to
覧
the,
ください。まずはこち
everybody
らからで
else was
す。
kind of a thing they did at the
はい
end for a
シャ
gimmick
ドー
to
バスエ
kind
ボ
of
ル
keep
ブ
the
チャン
comic
ピオン
book
シップの
afloat.
開催をさせていただき
So
ます。
when they went to that on the first movie, I'm going, what the heck are you guys
はい
doing?
そう
They
で
just
すね
gotta do it,
こ
gotta keep
ち
it
らの方
going.
次のスライド
Yeah,
に
Batman
ご
Ninjas
ざい
is
まし
in
て
Weiss.
はい、チャンピオンシ
Also
ップ、まあ
because
通称
in the
CS と呼ば
Shazam
れるような
universe, every
大
time
会なん
Shazam
ですけれ
gives
ど
the
も、
power out, it gets
公認
split.
店様の方で開催可
So
能
if
な
he
大
split
会
it
形
6
式となっているん
ways
ですが
now, Black
今ま
Adam's
でショッ
gonna
プ
kick
大
his
会のみでしたの
butt
で
in a
そこに
one-on-one.
新たな
I
形式
got
として
it.
加え
So
させてい
you're
ただき
saying
ま
like
す。
the Naruto
また
thing
公
where he
認
makes
店
like
様で
copies of
CS
himself?
大会を
Yeah.
開催い
Yeah,
ただ
it
く際
splits
には
of its power.
公式より大会の景品
Maybe
や
that's maybe that's what happens in
ま
movie
た
two.
大会日程との掲載も含めまして
They get
サポートの方を
destroyed.
させていただくという
Maybe
ような
that's why they
シ
did
ス
get
テムとなっ
destroyed.
ております。はい。では続いてのスライドをご覧ください。はい。テストを兼ねた CS 大会のシーズン0を
Actually,
2022年
they didn't show it yet in the movie, but there was a dog that got the Marvel power
参加賞では
or
プ
the
レミアム
Shazam
加工の
power.
PR カード全4
How does the
種から
dog say
ランダムに
Shazam?
1枚を配布。
I guess he
トップ8
barks.
に入賞する方にはプレミアム加工の
It was
you-
it was like their
優勝の
last
1枚
last ditch effort when the comic book was going out in just
優
before
勝
the
された方
lawsuit
には
in
プレ
the
ミアム
I
加
think
工の
1940s.
竜の託戦を1枚贈呈させていただ
They
く
had a dog.
というような形になっており
The
ま
dog
す。
had superpowers.
さらに増えていくってこと
そうですね。はい。優勝された方はこれを全部
Maybe that's what made
獲得できる
the
ような形
dog
になりますね。
super. He was able to bark Shazam.
そうです。
Yeah, maybe he's maybe he was maybe he was the precursor for Underdog.
Okay.
お試し期間でこれってことですよね。
そうですね。
I'm
はい。
sorry, I'm
そうなり
dating
ます
myself with that reference.
また正式サポート
Oh,
の
there was
際に
one
は
oh shoot, maybe I
全
shouldn't
く
say
別
it.
の CS 限定
Because I was about to talk about Black
出
Adam.
しますので、こちらは
Yeah,
続
maybe
報
I
をお待ち
shouldn't.
ください。
欲しい
それ欲しい。そこからまた本番が始まるっていう。
そうですね。はい、そうなります。
じゃあお試し期間だけ今の竜の託戦プラスエクスキューションのセットになるってことですかね。
そうですね。はい。
So is there like an army of Shazams? This has nothing to do with Black Adam. But is there like an army of Shazams like Green Lanterns?
まあそのいわゆるテストケースといいます
Well,
か、し
okay.
っかりした運営をするためのシーズン
He gets the power from the wizards, and I guess he creates an army per se with giving the power to everybody else. But that wasn't supposed to be how it worked.
こちら
Okay.
が
He was
一つ
pretty
目の
much
企画で
supposed
し
to
た。
have the power
二
himself
つ
to
目
be
の
the
企画、
ultimate
こち
being
らを
in the
ご覧くださ
universe.
い。はい、
Alright,
シ
so
ャドーバースエボルブ
they're
公
just
認
not
ジャッ
gonna
ジプ
appear
ロ
out
グラ
of
ムです
everywhere.
本日こちらの概要についてお
Eh,
話しで
Except
きれ
for
ば
the
な
fact
と
that he
思っ
keeps
てお
giving
り
his
ます
power out.
川さんジャッジってなると多分詳しくないと難しいみたいなイメージがあるんですけど、それは
Hey, a judge
そうですね、
program.
ジャッジと聞くと、まあ、ルールに詳しい人という印象あると思うんですけれども、はい、今回の施策の
That's
目
probably
的と合わせて
something
ご
they
説
need
明
with
の
as
方をさせて
popular
い
as
た
the
だき
game
ま
is
す。
getting.
はい、シャドーバースエボルブ の公認ジャッジではゲームのルールの理解があることと同じぐらいコミュニティの良き相談者になれるような方、またコミュニケーションの能力があったり、真摯な姿勢を持ち合わせている方とかをぜひ。
Yeah, I don't know anything outside of the actual movie. So
I've read some of the comics, and my brother is a walking comic book encyclopedia. So I'm just going off of the little bit I've read and what he's told me. It's some stuff I've read on, just my own personal research. If you ever get around to it, watch the or if you could find it somewhere, watch the black and white serial of Shazam or Captain Marvel. It would be under Captain Marvel. And literally, he gets mad, throws guys off the top of buildings, and it's just like this one superhero wrecking crew. The dude empties, the typical thing was the old serials where they empty their clip, their gun, and all the bullets bounce off.
というところがメインになってきまして、大型イベントですとグランプリやジャパンチャンピオンシップなので、
grabs him, lifts him up in the air, is like, "Where's the guy at? Where's, you know, he's trying to find the mob boss." And the guy's like, "Well, he's such and such place. Are you gonna put me down now?" And he goes, "Sure am." And he throws him off the top of the roof.
そちらの方も不動の方がございます。
It's like, wow. Yeah. And then the person Shazam was with was like, "What the heck?" And he goes, "Well, now I know he's not gonna commit any more crimes."
Yeah, that is true.
Mind blown.
He isn't wrong.
ジャッジとして認定させていただくというような形になっております。
面接まであるんですね。
はい、あります。
試験もあってね。すごいですね。
結構がっつりやりますね。
そうですね。
I like that badge on that Shadowverse Evolve. You got the scales.
So before the lawsuit, DC acquired his character and he was Captain Marvel. He was kind of an anti-hero a little bit.
I was wondering what you meant by lawsuit, so.
Ty Pruitt mentions that basically Captain Marvel was made right around the same time as Superman, and they have a lot of the same powers and everything. So the writers of Superman sued the writers of Captain Marvel for copyright infringement, and they won. And the Superman company got the rights to Captain Marvel, pretty much ending the comic. And it went when, I think it's when DC acquired Superman, or Superman joined DC label, they also got Captain Marvel. And so they brought him back out, I think in the late 60s, and rebranded him as Shazam. Because at that point, Marvel comic books had already released a Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
そうですね。はい。
なった方しかもらえないカードなんですね。
そうですね。は
I
い。
like this bell girl. You got that little Judge Pro, that little logo on the bottom. I like that. I like that. You got the scales there.
That's going to be an expensive card.
Yeah, I can see it.
はい。実はエントリーは本日の18時
I can definitely see it.
すごい。いや、今これ見てくれてる方も後から知った方もね、ぜひ我こそはという方来てほしいですよね。
There's always somebody willing to sell it. I mean, I don't know. You follow Weiss Auction, so you've seen all
I see all
the.
those judgments. I get it if you don't like the actual character or series or something, or if you need money. I would probably keep.
お待ちしております。
I would keep online.
The title winner cards have gone on auction literally as soon as I got home the night after the night of the event. I got them, man.
Yeah, I mean that's how you do it. Sold that, yeah, sold that mine one.
わあ、これはちょっと面白そうな響きですね。
はい。この名前聞いただけでひりついてきますね。
はい。ランクですからね。
はい。次のスライドをお願いします。はい。シャドーバースエボルブランキングバトルでは
Yeah, I know more Marvel. That's kind of cool that your mom is your mom's into it.
集計期間に応じて全国ランキングやエリアランキングでの自分の順位を確認することが可能で、シーズンランキングの上位プレイヤーの方には順位を贈呈させていただくというものになります。
He couldn't tell you anything about current 2020 comic books, but you ask him about some fringe rando character in the golden age, and he's going to have be like an encyclopedia spouting out information.
一つ目はショップバトルランキング。これは公認ショ
I
ッ
can
プ
see. Is it? I mean, is it the same as it was back then, or is it just more popular back then that he doesn't follow today?
Golden Era had a lot. They tried a lot more things and a lot more odds. It had a lot more flavor. What he's always said.
プレゼント等を贈呈させていただく想定でおります。3ヶ月に一度シーズンが切り替わりまして、シーズン分のランキングを集計し、それぞれの上位プレイヤーを決定させていただきます。また、シーズンごとに獲得ポイントがリセットされますので、ご自身の都合に合わせて、今回のシーズンは頑張ろうかなみたいな形で上位を狙っていただくのが、より良い形なのかなというふうに考えております。
こちらのベータテスト的なものはまた2月開催ということですか？
そうですね。はい。チャンピオンシップも、先ほどのシーズン0も、同じく2月だったと思うんですけれども、2月想定で今動いております。また、2月から、テスト大会の方をさせていただいた後に回収期間が必要かと思っています。
Yeah, I feel that with wrestling. Sorry, I can't tag the comics. I had comics when I was little, but It was more just because the comic book store went away near us, so I had no place to get comic books anymore. Yeah, we had a comic book store, but it just went out of business. That's where I played. That was the place where that's where I started with Magic and Warhammer 40k, and then it went away, and then that all stopped because there was nothing else around me that had remotely any of that stuff.
いやまさにエボルブの年に連続になりそうですね。2023年は。
はい、頑張っていきたいと思います。はい。そして、最後の、お知らせになります。こちらをお願いします。はい。
I mean, you could tell the time period because when they got Magic the Gathering, it was when it was 4th edition. That's when they started getting. It was comic books, then it went to Magic. It still had comic books, but then it went to Magic 4th edition, and then they eventually got Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the Warhammer, and then it gone.
いやーこれ、カードゲーマーとしてはついに英語版が出てきてくれたかっていうところもあるんですけど、やっぱりこう日本語版のカードと、混ぜてデッキで遊べるかなとは思うんですが、その辺はどうなってますか？
はい、基本的には日本語版の、公式大会や公認大会等では英語版のカードを使った
Did you see Batman vs. Superman?
カードが混ざってデッキでは
The movie? Did you like it?
Actually, I did.
My sister hated it. I'd never seen it.
It's really weird. I mean, I'm really not a comic book fan of most of the characters, but I have really enjoyed the DC cinematic universe. Yeah, it's really like I like the Batman vs. Superman movie, except for like one part of it. I liked Wonder Woman's intro movie. I loved the Joker. And Black Adam, I really enjoyed Black Adam. I liked the Batman. I really liked the Batman. With the origin story of the Riddler villain that they just recently did. When DC wants to go dark and gritty, they do good stuff.
Yeah, it's something dark. That's my general impression of like, like if I had to tell anybody the difference between Marvel and DC, I'm like, one's definitely brighter than the other.
Which is so weird because DC characters are more campy. Overall. I mean, Superman's a walking Boy Scout. Aquaman is Aquaman. DC has all these campy characters, but their movies are like dark and gritty and actually kind of awesome.
やっぱりこうカードゲームをやっていく上で、一定数こう競技として
you literally missed nothing.
プレイヤーの方もたくさんいるかなというふうに思うんですが、
The big Willy
そ
Wonka.
のためにこうチャンピオンシップだったりとか、あとはこう
Yeah, Mark, you've missed us kind of ad-libbing and trying to be entertaining for while people ramble in Japanese that we don't understand. It doesn't tell us anything we want to know.
I just hope if you're still awake, if you're not sleeping, hopefully you're laying down in bed and getting some good nights.
Yeah, no, I'm awake. I'm just I'm processing all this wealth of information they've announced today. So
I know. Because I know you're.
I think I'm gonna go to bed though. So.
Yeah, I think you're good on that. I think this is a good time for.
カードゲームなんですけれども、本当に多くのプレイヤーの方々、ユーザーの方々に商品。
All right, catch you guys later.
Yeah, later. We can handle it here. We promise.
店舗様、ユーズ様、いらっしゃって、ここまで。
He's been working a lot, so that's why I was like, hopefully he's laying down.
この先5年、10年、さらにその先までっていうところの。シャドーバースエボルブの発展っていうところを考えまして、まず
I don't know if you've done it recently, but when I was working on the weekends,
まだ
I actually like was, found myself face down in my laptop on the desk. That is not a fun feeling.
本日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Oh yeah, that's not so bad. Oh, okay.
Here we go.
He left it. Oh, here we go. Surprise time.
Let's see. Are they gonna give us something?
Is an Iron Man gonna walk? Oh no, I'm gonna Spider. No. What's a good one? Superman gonna pop out of here. Oh.
Okay. Oh, there's the host.
Will he be closing it, or he's saying something else? He is our final hope.
終了となりました。今回も盛りだくさんの発表会となりましたが、ここで、最後のキーワードの発表です。最後のキーワードは15周年。15周年でございます。改めましてキーワードキャンペーン参加方法です。まずはブシロード公式ツイッターの固定ツイートを引用ツイートしていただいて、そこに集めたキーワード、好きなブシロード TCG タイトルを書いてつぶやいてください。応募期間は16時までとなっております。ぜひ集めていただいたキーワードでつぶやいてくださいませ。はい、というわけで、最後の、15周年というところで、ブシロード15周年記念イベントからですね、カードゲーム祭り2023についてお知らせがございます。来年のブシロードカードゲーム祭りは、ブシロード15周年記念イベントのトリを飾る第4弾として、2023年4月29日、30日に東京ビッグサイトにて開催いたします。今年は2日目30日の会場が西34ホールに加え南34ホールまで拡大しての開催になります。毎年たくさんの方にご来場いただいているカードゲーム祭りですが、まだ来たことがない方もいらっしゃるかと思いますので、改めてカードゲーム祭りの魅力をお伝えさせていただきます。カードゲーム祭りとは、カードゲームの大会やステージ、ミーティング、物販、展示、フードまで一日中たっぷり遊べるイベントでございます。スライドに出ています通り、横断ステージやカードや衣装展示などなど、物販、そしてフードもありましたね。昨年の東野のカートン買いは常識だよポテトは大人気でございました。さあ、そしてですね、カードゲーム祭りのメインイベント、こちら開催大会情報でございます。毎年恒例の大番画祭2023、そして白黒フェス2023、失礼しました。白黒フェス2023、そしてリバースフェス2023に加え、今年はエボルブフェス2023、そしてブラウフェスティバル2023が開催決定。大会情報はこちら。各大会明日12月7日水曜日12時よりブシナビにて受付を開始いたします。詳細はカードゲーム祭りの特設ページをご覧ください。来場者特典情報でございます。入場券1枚につき全8種のうち2種選べる PR カードとデッキホルダー全1種をプレゼント。デザインなどの詳細は後日公開いたしますのでお楽しみに。最後にチケット情報です。ブシロードカードゲーム祭り2023のチケットは2023年1月10日火曜日10時に販売開始いたします。今回は一般入場券に加え各タイトルの特製ラバーマット付きの特典付きチケットを4種ご用意いたしました。詳細は後日公開いたしますのでお楽しみに。さあ、というわけで、本日はこれで発表内容終了となります。最後に次回発表会のお知らせです。次回発表会は2023年1月9日となっております。二次募集の本日よりスタートしておりますので、ふるってご応募ください。詳細についてはブシロード新春大会発表会、
Well, Akihabara is quite the nerd paradise.
発表会2023公式ホームページをご覧ください。ブシロード TCG 戦略発表会2022再臨終了のお時間となりました。今回も盛りだくさんの発表でございましたが、皆様お楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。さあ、というわけで、総合 MC は私、前田誠司がお送りいたしました。皆様、長時間のご視聴誠にありがとうございました。
Akihabara does have cringe things like maid cafes and stuff.
Yeah. This is, you lied to us. This is it. It's over.
I just said it once. I didn't guarantee that it would happen this time.
Maybe if we just leave it here, maybe they'll come out again. Like an encore. If we all just start typing in the chat.
Encore!
Yeah, just...
Encore!
Just go to the chat and type encore.
Encore! Encore!
That was it. They just turned it off.
Oh.
Oh.
It's because I didn't have my glow sticks.
Yeah, that's something. So thanks for being here. It's really late, and I don't want to say nothing happened. We got a little something for
Well, I mean, for the Weiss player side, a couple big things happened with the ban list updates. But from if you're just a collector, yeah, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, it was, and I expect that for the English one in January. So
yeah, they'll announce like 5 Vanguard things and give us some previews of some Shadowverse Evolve, and then one set at the end.
Yeah,
by a Vanguard YouTuber.
I mean, it's probably still worth watching, but at the same time, I wouldn't get my hopes up for the January one.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. I mean, Intern Kun always does those hints, so we'll know right away.
Intern Kun had me pretty hyped up last time with those hints, and I fell for it hard.
Well, no. So it's like, well, we had like 5. I can't recall, like 5 hints. So I guess we'll know right away on the English Weiss one in January if there's going to be anything, because there'll be either like 1 hint or no hints at all. Because he seems like he enjoys doing that. So if there's no hints, then we know what to expect.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah. So okay, ban list didn't touch my girl. That's what matters. That's exactly right. That's the one thing that I always get out of ban list, right? Everybody goes, it didn't touch my set, so thank God.
The ban list always touches my stuff.
Well,
yeah, because this probably means that that's what they're looking at for English for the ban list for Quinn.
Dun.
So.
Hey, never mind. This is
my Nino deck is my Nino deck is probably toast here in about a month or so.
Nice. Not nice. I was just saying that. That sucks.
Yeah, it's normal.
It's normal.
If you're an Idol fan, you get used to it.
If you go out here on Twitter, you'll see a bunch of these graphics. So they're all out there.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to sound like unenergetic after that, but it wasn't like anything amazing. We didn't get the hype.
Yeah,
going.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah, so I guess that's how it is. Every now and then we're gonna get one. So that's add another one to the Festivus list.
I guess for as far as the ban list goes, for you folks that just collect English cards, be on the lookout for what happens with an English ban list. If that Nino gets on it, that's gonna greatly affect the prices of Quint's movie when it comes out. It could drastically alter the Quint's movie prices. And it could drastically alter the Quint's set 2 prices.
Yep.
The card that got banned tonight, I believe, is the SSP, so that could take a hit as players, if that gets banned in English as well, because that's what they did with Day Live. That'll cause a lack of interest in players for that card, and that could cause a product price drop to where if you're looking for that card yourself, it might be a little easier to get a hold of, or if you were holding it as an investment, ouch, I'm sorry.
I mean, you got some time though, in.
So that is, maybe if you are holding as an investment, maybe you want to go ahead and flip it at this point. It might be, there's a shot it could get hit in English too, and that would really hurt its value. It would hurt its value pretty bad.
You're my Miko, 241.70.
While you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I was looking at the chat instead of the Discord screen, but yeah, I mean 724, 3 listings.
Yep.
That is the card that just got hit tonight. So.
Yeah, Itsuki.
Now that Itsuki, that's 300. Scroll up again, please. Can you click on that real quick? I want to make sure I'm looking at the right card. Thank you. Yeah, that card actually may be the best card now, and assuming that the ban list happens in English, that's probably the best card out of Quints.
People are buying up the double rare. The double rare's got hits. I wonder what that's gonna be like. Where is she?
She was in the top row, right side. Yeah.
It's not as bad as I remember.
Well, it was bought out. It was bought out at one point.
Yeah. I remember in the 5s, and now it's. Well, I mean, it's still 474. So it went down a little bit, but even then, there's not like a huge amount of them, right? Like from here to. It's a 5. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, literally one person buys a playset, and those cheap prices are gone, and it's a $5 card.
That's it. There's 5 of them, and then you're here. So, and even then, this is it. But
yeah, Itsuki. If you're looking at top decks and what players are going to be buying, so you can sell to the players. Assuming that ban list carries over, it's going to be Itsuki.
Yeah. Yeah. But even then, booster box, if you really needed to open and get cards, booster boxes aren't that expensive.
Right.
Not to say you want to be doing that, but that's an option.
I would also think that would carry over into the foils too.
No.
Nino foils will get hurt as well because people aren't wanting to foil out their deck now.
I mean, it has been going down.
Actually, to be honest, I feel kind of bad for Ty Pruitt right now because I know he's been buying foils to build the Nino deck.
Oh, jeez.
So.
Hey, it's all about the love of your card, unless you just wanted to play with it. But...
Actually, his number 1 girl's Itsuki, but he's been kind of working on them both.
Well, I'm lucky again because Miku's pretty decently cheap.
Yeah, well, Miku's decks are kind of.
Well, yeah.
Kind of rough. She did not get the.
She didn't get the love.
Tax, but she did not get the love on the card text.
No, she did not. But I will take it because you know what? It's all about the fun of it. I just like that this is going down. This is like half the price it was. Oh, look at her. Okay. Anything left?
No, I guess that's it. I was just trying to throw out a final point and wrap things up and maybe bring a little bit of information to the folks who are sitting there going, why do we sit through all this?
Yep, so good luck with the Quints if you are buying it or thinking about the movie set coming up. There we are.
Yep. Itsuki becomes best girl for that.
That's right. Okay, y'all.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Audri. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I am beat. So 2 a.m. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I think we're actually gonna like get off this call instead of sitting and talking all night afterwards.
We are getting off.
I haven't eaten dinner yet, so yeah, yeah.
What do you mean? It's 1 a.m. your time, right?
Well, I ate a really late lunch. On Monday nights, I usually go to a small locals and play casual, like a little casual tournament. So I've kind of gotten the habit on Mondays to eat lunch at like 5, 6 o'clock. Because I'd be getting back about an hour ago.
It's 1 a.m.
So, yeah, so I'd get back around midnight usually. So I'm used to not eating still stupid late. And so I kind of just did the same thing since we had the stream tonight.
Okay. Okay. I thank you for doing that.
Oh, no problem.
Movie set, there's no date yet. I mean,
nope.
That's right. So it is out to May. I knew there was one left. That was Saikano. I blocked that out of my mind. So at movie set, maybe June. I mean, there's still Grisaya. There's still Avatar. What else was there? They didn't update this list. That's why I'm trying to like figure it out, right? Because you don't see Grisaya on this list. Even though this is the coming soon, upcoming titles page, it doesn't have. I don't know what else could be missing from here. I can't think about it right now.
I don't see Bandori 5th.
Bandori. Oh no, it's here. It's already here.
Okay.
April. So yeah, it's June or July possibly for Quint's movie. Unless other stuff comes up. Because I can't imagine Chainsaw Man. I don't know, maybe Chainsaw Man is June. But
wow, It was announced in July of last. Wow, almost a year after announcement.
Yeah, because the anime still got the anime doesn't. There's still 4 more episodes left, right? Of Chainsaw Man.
Right.
So you would think they'd be able to pump that out by June.
I'd hope so, because that's after a year. Almost that'd be 11 months.
Well, you think about when the anime actually ends, and then you want it. I know they have to have time to make the cards and all that, but you want to freaking make the set when people remember the anime, and you want to capitalize on that. You don't want to be 6 months out, 9 months out, 1 year away. So
I don't know. I think Makima's going to be up there with Rem and.
Oh yeah, the set's still going to sell, but when people got limited money, you got to strike while the iron's hot. Especially when you have all these other stuff coming out, right? What we were talking about with the Disney set, Lorcana, and all those other stuff. So 2023 is going to be packed, and shoving Chainsaw Man. Wouldn't that be funny if they actually strategically put Chainsaw Man out at the same time as Disney? I know there's 2 different groups, right? I don't imagine some of the people buying Disney Lorcana is going to be aiming at Chainsaw Man. Kind of seems like a different kind of audience.
That probably is a different market.
Yeah, but you can actually compete with somebody at that same time then. Do you want Chainsaw Man or, this game? Weird thought.
That, Craig, I hope you have $1,000 laying around or more for an English Tamori sign. That's going to be rough.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that's it. It's over.
All right.
See you.
We're gonna end it. All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Me and you will just start yakking and it'll go.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going because we already started doing that just now. All right. Anyways, again, thank you, everybody. I'll catch you around. Audrey, say something.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for putting up with me for the last couple hours.
Bye. Good night.